card.
Then what is this thing?
Gio should never play for U.S. men's national team again because of the action of his parents.
What an idiot! Oh!
What type of Muppet does this?
Muppets. Absolute Muppets.
I'm not going to be the best person to give a whole explanation here, but that's...
Booty! Sick! Booty!
Fucking deal with it.
What are we really doing? Yeah, I can agree with that.
A zebra in between a tarantula and an elephant
has been nothing more than a sham.
Yeah, we didn't play well, but you know what? At the end of the day, we got the job done.
It's going to be a good time for sure.
Oh, sex with the first cousin would indeed be incest. And
welcome to the Straight Red Card. Almost didn't say red right. Like the straight lead card. I've said that. How many shows we had? I've never done that before. Welcome to the straight lead card. All right. So we're doing some show prep here because, well, Brett got back late from his pegging session with EB and he's a little sore. And
it's okay to be late sometimes, guys. Come on.
Sometimes you have to please the wife, you know, and she has her demands. So, all right, we are here to cover the game. Obviously, been listening to Charlie and Clint and Kate Dempsey talk for the last whatever amount of time it's been as we build up to the game. I think the interesting thing, Brad, I mean, eventually we'll get the starting 11 up here, I'm sure, so people can see.
Oh, sure. We can do that, yeah.
Yeah. But big change, but not surprising. Pete had mentioned this.
Anybody with a brain.
I had mentioned it as well when somebody asked me on X. Yes.
Whoa.
Yes. Adams is starting. Yes, Reem is starting. So those are two changes. The one I wasn't so 100% sure on was Haji Wright. But then we heard that Balogun got a knock, which is always a convenient thing that seems to pop up with the U.S. men's national team when somebody's going to be inconveniently left off the starting 11, who might in other cases be a little upset about that fact, especially since the last time Balogun played against Mexico, he scored. Not yet, Placata. I'm working on that. I took a nap today, so that's probably what you're hearing. Yeah, I guess I better mute Dempsey and Davies and Marsh. The turn in the background says, welcome back to the straight red card. Live for USA versus Mexico. My wife got drunk and blew her boyfriend. She threw up on his lap. Oh, on purpose, though, or that might have been part of the deep throat process. I've never made a woman barf with my shaft. Small dicks are for the win. Small dicks for the win. All right. Well, hey, man, you gotta play with what you got, right? And I mean that metaphorically. So if you were born 5'11" and you're a basketball player, that's what you got to work with, right?
Yeah.
So got to do what you got to do. Pulisic the 10, Reem at right center back. Yeah, this is all wrong. They will fix this. That, as at least Soccer Way is good at fixing after they put up what is originally an erroneous lineup. Whereas if you Google it and use anything you find on Google, it's always wrong. Wrong, and they don't fix it either.
Yeah.
I think you're probably looking at more of a 4-3-3 with, or if you really want to get technical about it, it's going to look a lot at times like a 4-1-4-1. And the reason I say that is Adams is going to be mostly responsible for sitting right in front of that back four.
Yeah.
And then you're going to see a more advanced role for both McKennie and Reyna, theoretically, alongside on the left, Pulisic, and on the right, Weah, making that 4, right? And then the one on top being Wright. It often looks like a 4-1-4-1. It did when Adams came in last time. It looked like a 4-1-4-1. It did last time when we started Musa in front of the back four. It very often looked like a 4-1-4-1, except we did see Reyna late in the game drop back if necessary to help out and collect the ball to move it forward. Hopefully we see more of that today, because I'm not saying you should go drop back to the center backs or anything, but sometimes him showing for the ball is appropriate, and it gets us out of trouble. Jose Lopez for $2 had to come over to the adult stream. Ooh, is that a snap at?
Prost. Well,
Snap at somebody. All right,
yeah.
I got to go backwards. Go ahead, Brett. I'm sorry because I'm not on the right channel because they flipped over from the Jamaica broadcast, Costa Rica broadcast. All right, now we got to go in here. Now this whole timing issue. Hopefully that's not a huge pain.
Hopefully not an issue. We got how much? We got about 15 minutes still. So I know obviously this is a watch along, but we could do a couple things that we normally would do with our normal show.
Okay.
Let me find out what the first one.
Can we get that formation builder thing up here too, so we can create our own? I don't know. I feel like we should explain some of the things I just said.
Yeah, we'll pull it up. Derek.
Yeah.
Along with the woolly mammoth, apparently scientists are aiming to bring back the dodo bird.
I mean, it's kind of a useless bring back. I'd rather see the Tasmanian tiger. What else is that called? There's another name for that, Brett. The xylothine? Oh, Brett's being accosted. It's like, leave me alone. I'd rather see the xylothine personally than the dodo. Woolly mammoths would be cool. I'm all for that.
Yeah.
I don't think it's necessary. I think if you want to do it, it's cool. I'd like to see a woolly mammoth before I die. Dodo.
We can go and glue some hair on an elephant if that's what you really want, Derek.
Or we can revert back to the old days when Kyle Beckerman played. That was his nickname, the woolly mammoth. What do we got here? We got we had Greg come after Marsh.
Yeah. Is it the end of the show? I guess excellent. I wanted to play what he said. And then I have the kind of a highlighted clip. It's not even a full clip from what he's alluding to. So I wanted to bring this up.
Okay.
This is a hot topic on that one after the game.
Yeah.
I think I heard read somewhere why did Gio get called into camp? Did you guys hear any of that?
I did.
Anyone? No.
Yes, we did right on our show.
I think he showed why he got called in camp.
Yeah.
Amazing quality, amazing talent. And for us, it's about supporting him through the difficult times of adapting to the Premier League. But his quality is unquestionable. When you see the plays he made on both the second and third goal. But I think most importantly, the ball he wins, right, and then makes the pass. He has that quality that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this video branches off and it goes to Call It What You Want podcast. That's up and had Tony Mule in there. And man, Jimmy obviously says, hey, I feel like he's talking to you, Marsh. And Marsh kind of got defensive, but also in the sense like you can't take criticism to heart. Kind of contradicted what he was just saying. But ultimately, he's like, I never said that. I never said Gio shouldn't be here.
He kind of did. He said, and I quote, he would have a rough time deciding whether or not to bring Reyna.
Tough decision, Derek.
It's a tough decision. That's literally what he said. But then he said, but then we also made a list of our people that, we're going to make the roster hell or high water. Well, I think when you were making that roster, you were basing it on what you thought Greg would do, not whether or not you agreed with Greg. So Davies got this right the whole way through.
Yeah.
Davies was like, Jimmy, Jesse, you both are insane. Reyna should be on this squad. Even I don't care if he's not playing with Nottingham Forest. and for all the nitwits out there who didn't think on X, who didn't think he should be called up. And even better, he's not good enough. I love that one. Reyna's really not that good. What are you, stupid? How do you say you're stupid without saying, look at me, I'm stupid?
Look at me, I'm stupid, yeah.
I'm a complete idiot. How do you say that? Well, that's how you say it. Oh, Reyna's not really that good anyhow. Well, there you are. You're stupid. You just won the idiot award.
I actually went back because I'm like, well, I was under the impression that he did say that Gio shouldn't be there, but maybe I'm wrong.
He didn't say that. No.
I went back and I looked through their videos, scrolled through. I eventually found it and I listened to it. And they don't allow clippings, so I didn't clip it or anything like that. I had a highlighted clip of it all, but here's basically what he says. I said, Jess, you may not have said I wouldn't bring in Gio, but you skirted around it quite closely.
Yep.
It would be a quote unquote tough decision, alluding that his inclusion was due to what the fans and media would say. Would he be included if it weren't for Gio Gate, that type of thing?
Right.
Like, if this whole debacle over the World Cup didn't happen, would Berhalter have brought him in?
Jimmy said the same thing on our show.
Yeah.
Jimmy came on our show and said, well, it's too bad that Greg can't just make a decision because he's able to make decisions, because now he just owes it to Gio Reyna to have him on the team because of Gio Gate. No, brother, no. And we even said, come on, Jimmy. Yeah. You're bringing Gio Reyna, and he sort of acquiesced, but he hemmed and hawed around the edges about it too. So I think everybody's kind of like, I don't know if Jesse should have referenced them. I think he's giving them Jesse too much credit, but it makes him look like he's paying attention to what Jesse's saying in the media. So he shouldn't even brought up, well, I heard some people saying some shit. He just should have said, and is there any doubt that Gio Reyna belongs on this squad? And that's it. He didn't have to reference anybody, any show, any people, nothing. And then it would have been fine, right? So, yeah, they're both in the wrong here, both sides.
Yeah. Chris Gary's asking if we have the anti-Gio receipts. We do have them. I figured we'd bring them up on Monday's show when we're not pressed for this live stream. Or we can do it during halftime, either way.
Yeah, we might do it during halftime. I just want to thank Chris for not only providing the receipts, because we're keeping them and we're naming names, but also I kind of follow Chris around on X sometimes, because what he'll do is he'll find somebody who says something really dumb and he'll at Boomer Richie at me.
Yeah.
And then I just go there and wipe the floor with the dude. And I did that all morning.
Chris is actively looking for the next dumbass of the week post.
It's like Chris is the I don't know. He's the fisherman.
The bloodhound sniffing him out.
He's the bloodhound sniffing him out. And then once he gets there and he finds him, and he brings me with the shotgun. Yeah. And I started feeling sorry for some of them because they're such wussies. A lot of them like so weakly and faintly reply. It started making me feel bad. And I started thinking, well, maybe Colin's right. Maybe I am a bully. But
it's serving the greater good.
But it makes me feel so good too.
So here's the actual, well, again, snippets from the show of Jesse asking questions about Gio.
Right.
I think Kevin Paredes. Would Gio be called in if the scenario of everything in the background wasn't what it is?
Yes.
Even though he hasn't hardly played.
Yes, he would.
I think I heard somewhere, read somewhere.
You jumped right into that, but yeah, he does say yes, I would.
Davey said yes. Yeah. I didn't hear Jimmy jump in and say yes, and we like tried to twist Jimmy's arm on the show to get him to just say yes, and he really wouldn't do it, and that's fine. He said, "Well, you guys make good arguments, and that's fine." And so he wouldn't like stomping on our basically support of Davies in this issue. So, but it is okay to disagree. But the way Jesse framed it is particularly foul. Okay. And the way Jimmy reframed it on our show is kind of foul the more I look back on it, because you're basically implying, because Greg effed up at the Immoral Leadership Conference and leaked stuff, and then Reyna's parents went batshit, and called U.S. Soccer and said all kinds of, shitty things that now he can't make a decision. It's not a hard decision. The decision makes itself. This kid is that good. And without him, we don't look so hot, do we?
Yep, that's exactly the point. And that's kind of a backhanded just an insult in general to Gio, in the sense that your only reason you're included, Gio, is because of what happened over the winter nations or World Cup.
What I don't understand, Brett, is that Jimmy and Jesse kept seeing things like it sets a bad precedent. No, dude. I said it to Jimmy on the show. The precedent has already been set, and Jimmy agreed. I said, you've been calling up Pulisic for how long when he wasn't playing at Chelsea? For how long when he was just getting off injuries and wasn't playing at Chelsea? Mm-hmm. That's the precedent. And why do we do that, do you think? We do it because he's damn good. He's that good, and he's got to be on the team, play or no play. So why start the precedent that somebody's really damn good, but they're not going to get to be called up to the team? Because why? Exactly. Explain it to me. No, we never got an explanation. So he actually said, Jimmy said, that's a good point. So it's all twisted here. Everybody is getting twisted up in their own pre-narrative that they've already laid out for themselves, and now they can't crawl out from under it.
Yeah.
In Jesse's case.
And so Jackie D asks, I get Gio's talented, but for how long can Gio not play for his club? At some point, it's got to be hard. And that's a decision for Berhalter to make, because we saw him make it in the Jamaica game. He went with the player who's in form and playing consistently week in, week out over Gio. Mind you, Gio came in and showed why he is who he is. The big issue here isn't necessarily like, well, we're calling it a player who's not playing. The big issue is that we don't have anybody outside of Tillman to some extent, that can fill his shoes.
That's correct. And even Tillman filling his shoes couldn't quite fill his shoes.
Yeah. So I get the argument, and I've made it many times over the years, but that was against players who have other alternatives. We don't have another alternative to that. We barely had alternatives to Weah and Pulisic, and that one window, we were sitting there going like, "Oh, this is rough."
And
if we have to rely on our wing depth again, we're putting strikers out wide because of that.
Yeah, we only have 9 or 10 games left in the Nottingham Forest season, and it'll be over very soon. And he'll be back at Dortmund.
Mm-hmm. He'll get a shot after this window. He'll get a shot soon. I guarantee that.
He'll go somewhere where he will play. He's not going to make this mistake twice. Dortmund's going to suffer though, because he's not going to be sold for what they hope he's going to sell for.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Mitch Desi posted some new bingo cards. I'm showing them without you having to block it, Derek, simply because it's not a normal show and we're not going to hit up topics. They're just naturally going to come out anyways.
Yeah.
So here we go. Here we're on the national anthem right now. So
yes,
there's
we are.
Card number 2. Card number 3.
Thanks for these, Mitch. They're badass.
And card number 4. Betty Crocker's on that one.
I already said Betty Crocker earlier today on X. Yeah, so we're going through the national anthems now. I do have to say this about U.S. Soccer. Why is it that they cannot carry the interviews post and pregame with Greg on U.S. Soccer on their YouTube page? I got to go find it on TJ Sports.
Yeah.
I don't even know who TJ is. I have no idea who this dude is.
Why that random channel?
I don't know. I guess he covers he's got hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of interviews up there. So guess he does it all. But thank God for him. I couldn't have then listened to freaking Greg talk about his substitutions as solutions. Can we stop this kind of stupid language, Greg? We don't need to call them solutions. And by the way, if the people coming on are solutions, Brett, what does that mean about the people coming off?
They're the problem.
Exactly. They're the antithesis of solution. If you're coming off, you must not be the solution. So we're bringing solutions on. And you get off the field because you're not a solution. Yeah, it's just silly. It's silly. Just call them subs or substitutes or whatever. quit using metaphoric languages, especially when it doesn't work. It doesn't fit. So,
all right, so Derek, if I recall correctly, how we had to do this is I had to go back 10 seconds usually, and then you had it pause until we were caught up.
Probably,
let's hope it's on proper.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So we'll see.
I missed the super chat earlier from Jose Reyes.
Hey, Jose. Cheers. Let's have a good game and a good stream. Nothing better than a good stream.
Yeah.
Especially at my age. Can we bring up the lineup creator? Let's do that since that's still wrong. And they're probably not going to fix it until once the game starts. We'll just do it ourselves. I guess we should start as a, yeah, that'll work. But yeah, that'll work.
So something like this, where we're still almost kind of like in a 4-3-3, but McKinney's going to be checking in here anyway. So it's going to be at times we're going to be like, oof.
That's why I was saying it's a 4-1-4. It's going to look a lot at times like a 4-1-4-1.
Mm-hmm.
And even though it sets up, on TV, they're showing it now as a 4-3-3. But
yeah, I'm sure they lined it up almost like Greg's normal 4-3-3, even some along the lines of like that.
They did. Yeah, they are.
But I mean, Gio's obviously going to pinch in. Pulisic's going to pinch back. Weah should stay out wide, which is what he usually does.
Except last game.
Run. Yeah, except for last game. That was a bit different.
Yeah, Weah was cutting in a lot. And they tried that silly, let's overload the left side. And so you have Pulisic and Weah over on the left side. And all it did was create a clusterfuck. Honestly.
It would have been fine if we had Destin instead of Scally. Because then that would have opened up the entire right-hand side for Dest to run through.
Yeah. Boy.
I don't think it was necessary, though, regardless.
All right, we're about to start.
Okay. Switch back over.
I'll be your mirror. I noticed that Expedia is now using that Velvet Underground song, I'll Be Your Mirror, which is, over Lou Reed's dead body if he were still alive.
All right. Let's see here.
Yeah, if you refresh this, it might get fixed on US Soccer Way.
Oh, well, I'm more concerned about the kickoff. We're fine.
Okay, yeah, that too. Listen, there wasn't a whole lot of laughing and lollygagging going on before the game.
All right, here we go. Ready?
Unlike last game.
Off now.
Okay, not yet for me. Now, so about 5 seconds.
All right. Pause yours.
Here we go. 2, 3, 4, 5.
All right, they kicked off. Now it's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16.
All right,
17.
we're on.
Okay.
We're totally queued. So if you want to get around the same time we are, so we're not spoiling it for you, or most likely going to be the other way around, we are at 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, and 40. If you need us to do more than that, let us know. All right, so right away, we've got Mexico on the prowl with a set piece. Let's see what we can do here.
There we go. They got it up and right now.
Yeah, they always fix it. They're good about that. All right, I'm not sure Turner needed to punch that, but that'll work.
I'm fine with it. You got it out of here.
Very nervous, though. He usually would catch those in the old days. That was catchable. That's what nervous goalies do. Oh, shit, I'm just going to punch it.
There are like 45 guys in front of him. I'm fine with the punching in that situation.
Yeah, I guess. Matt Turner, one thing he used to be really confident about was his baseball hands. All right, so we got Pulisic.
Look at that go.
Pulisic in pursuit.
Come on.
Mexico playing out. That's our throw in. I'm at 148. Where are you?
I'm at 150.
52, 53, 54, 55?
We're spot on then. Yeah, we're
okay.
fine.
I didn't know what you were come-oning about.
I was come-oning because Pulisic pressured him, and then they still managed to get it out of that area.
Oh, okay.
Nobody pressed up with them.
All right. Good steal. Cross by Pulisic, I believe that was. And it's to...
It was a cross. Yes.
Nobody. All right. This is good. Let's see. Let's not play overly patiently here. Reyna coming back pretty deep to get this ball. And it ends up going into Haji, who can actually play with his back to goal, unlike Balogun, so we'll probably see a lot of that tonight.
Nice done, McKinney.
Pulisic keeps it in, tries to find Haji again. Not working. Adams right now is indeed covering the back four, as we suspected he would. It's not a shock to anybody, really. I'm not sure about these uniforms for Mexico. They kind of end up looking like a throw-up brown.
Come on.
From a distance. I mean, I get what they're trying to do with those kits, but it's not very pretty. I like ours. They look pretty good. They look pretty nice and clean, you know. I hated when we wore all white. That was horrible. I like the blue shorts. I guess you could wear red shorts with them too. All right, no set piece. They didn't fool anybody or not many people with that. Turn her up. That was more confident. That was more confident.
Like my box.
Just like Hope Solo.
Jose Lopez for $5 says Destin Lozano should be fun, I'm assuming. Especially because Chucky is a bit of a hothead.
Yeah.
Why he's played on that side. Although he plays that side anyways, but
well, he's the only member of PSV playing right now, except for Dest. So we'll see how much of a hothead he is. I know he can be. Hasn't really been for PSV this season, though. Not a hothead. All right, here's Ream. All right, over to Adams. Adams through to McKinney, I believe that was. Now all the way back to Chris. Richards back to Adams playing sweeper. He's so far back, he's further back in the CBs. He's almost essentially going to be a third CB in many ways. Look at this kind of pass from a center back that only Tim Ream can provide. There are no other center backs we have that can make that pass. And that's a sad fact, folks, except for John Brooks, but he's banned. All right. Inside, finish it.
Finish it.
Oh, my God. Oh, no. How are we missing that? How did that miss? Did we hit a post? Oh, my God. Great pass by Tim Ream to get it started. Sorry, Colin Reese. Guess what? Center backs, if you can pass, that's a bonus. You take it. You take that bonus. Oh, man, center backs don't need to pass. They just need to play defense. Okay, dude. Sure. Swell. All right. That guy gets annoying sometimes. Oh, here we go. No, I guess it was
Ochoa that blocked it. Yeah,
that was a great save by Ochoa, who's as old as I am. Well, he didn't know much about it, actually. Kind of like hit him in the noggin.
Just like make yourself as big as possible.
Yeah, that is what he did. So in that case, success. And this, might be Ochoa's last Nations League.
I'm still surprised he's out there.
He's
gonna be like 85?
He's been around a long time. It's gonna be weird when he's not back there.
I know.
Good header by Ream, clears it to midfield, picked up by Jedi, gets it back to Ream. Nice through ball, straight to Haji's feet. Past it. Oh.
I can't. I mean, that's nuts. That was offside, but I mean,
another through pass that no other center back on our team can make. Thank you, Tim Ream. I love when they come out and prove my point.
Yeah.
No, center backs just need to play defense. They don't need to know how to pass. Really? How are you have you watched a modern game?
Alex Martinez says, y'all drink 5 shots every time someone scores. Well, if we did that for the Jamaica game, we would have had 20 shots. So be careful with that game.
Every time someone scores, huh?
I
don't know. I don't know if I brought enough liquor for that.
I don't know if my liver can process that in time.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll be drunk when I go to work tomorrow. Jackie says Ochoa is 38.
Yeah, that's really close to how old I am.
Maybe when Ochoa started. Hey-o.
Right. All right. That's about how old Ochoa's dad is. All right. So Richards, and we're a lot of headers somebody's trying to get possession here. Oh, Jedi
nice pass
up.
through that straight to Ream. That's teamwork and chemistry right there.
Yeah, right. All right. After all that goofiness, it's Mexico that comes out with possession.
Whatever. I'm just glad that it stopped.
Right.
I mean, I would have preferred us to have it, of course, but
I mean, you could add clown music. Do, 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 do. We're pushing them back, though, and that was
Adam's a striker now.
That was a really shitty back pass, and that gets us possession in.
Yeah, it's like, guys, what are we doing way back there? Get up here.
All right, trying to interchange with Weah down the wing, back to us on a throw-in.
That's the winning trio over there, man. McKinney, Weah, and Dest.
Let's hope so. Yeah, interested to see how, Dest plays in this game. I'm sure should be hot. He's been hot all season. Back to us again. So a series of throw-ins.
Give it to McKinney, yeah. Get that long throw in there, man.
McKinney gonna do his long throw? Nope.
He's not.
He's gonna give it to the T-Rex. He's gonna throw it in. So I wouldn't expect anything too long here. Oh wow, that's pretty long for Dest. No, it didn't make it. Oh!
He wasn't offside, guys. Oh, corner good. I was gonna say
corner. Okay.
The entire defense raised their hand, man. I was like, he's not offside. Stop it.
Let's see if somebody listened to us. Reyna should be taking corners. Please, God, don't let this
be taking it.
Oh, for Christ's sake. Do we not learn anything?
There's right there.
I was watching the USA Mexico game last time we played Nations League under BJ. Guess who took all the corners? Guess who took the corners?
Gio.
Mm-hmm. Guess
that wasn't a terrible corner from Pulisic. Just obviously nobody got to it.
Right.
Turner, what was that? Come on, man.
Not a terrible one, but still useless. Man, I really got that Velvet Underground song stuck in my head.
I've got a migraine stuck in my head. I need to swap out my contacts. Do that in the morning, I guess.
Ouch. Yeah, that sucks. All right. Jedi with possession gets it back to Tim Riemensky. Back to Jedi. Over to Pulisic. Over to Reyna, who's just drifting pretty much wherever he needs to be.
He knows where he wants, man. He's
to help out. Right.
Free spirit.
Oh, boy.
Richards.
Gosh darn.
Oh, Turner.
Oh, ouch. I hope Bream didn't hurt himself there. He slipped on that clearance. But Richards, not a real bright start here. In fact, he did not have a very good game. In fact, very few people had anything but a bad game last game. So,
and I thought subs came in.
Richards got burned on that straightaway, dude. Breakaway. I mean, I don't even know what he was thinking. He was lollygagging it back. Got totally passed in the last game by the Jamaican player. I can't remember his name. That could have been 2-0. That could have been fatal.
Man, the kid's got promise, man, but he needs to start showing it at the national level.
Yeah.
It's like he does fine for most of the game, but then there's just moments.
Reyna just loofs one up for Haji. Luft is air in German, if you don't know. So when I say he loofed it up, I mean he put it up into the sky, into the air.
Like Haji can get that. But then he didn't realize there's going to be a Mexican player that's going to be like blocking him off, Hey, you can't get past here.
I'm sure most people have heard that song. 99 Luftballons. Remember that song?
Yeah.
99 Luftballons.
Although most people just say 99 red balloons.
No, that was the English version.
99 red balloons go by.
No, but it's not a direct translation to the song. The song Luftballons is air balloons. It's basically it's the meaning of the Luftwaffe in Germany. That's the Air Force. Luftwaffe. Luftballons, air balloons. Lufting it in the air. All right, let's see. Haji.
Yeah, Haji's way outside.
Yeah, he is outside.
Oh, Weah was me, not Haji, was Weah.
Was that Weah? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Weah doing some pitching in again. I'm kind of curious that, I mean, not surprising because Haji played so well. He's getting rewarded, and supposedly Balogun has a knock. But no Pepe time. Pepe getting no love so far.
No love.
This, 2 games.
Conche says that was a big hit in 1984.
Yeah, natürlich. Okay. Go kick.
Horter says, I like the 7 seconds version better of 99 red balloons.
You mean the one that only lasts 7 seconds?
I think 7 seconds is the band.
Oh, okay. Did they only last 7 seconds? Is that why? They named
Bad for the misses.
7 seconds. So Brett starts his band, it'll be like 2 hours. Because he's older and more mature. That's why you don't name your band in high school. After your ability to
He says it's the punk band, 7 seconds. I thought they were punk, yeah.
Are they punk pop or punk? Are they real punk?
I don't know if they ever made it to the pop scene by any means.
Good.
I don't recall so much, at least.
I can't stand pop punk. Ooh,
oh,
Reem.
A little heavy on there, Reem.
Reem. Whoa, dude. Leadfoot. Chill out.
Look at Richards go for it this time.
Yeah.
Hey, Reem can do it. Maybe I can do it.
No, he couldn't. That was to nobody.
Oh,
all right. I like Haji getting up there and really challenging for those balls in the air.
Stop just booting the ball here.
Balogun didn't even try last game. He didn't even try to go up and compete for those air balls. Of course, he's not 6'2.5". Oh, I got to make sure I say that because people's like, he's not 6'3". If I said 6'3" and I round it up, somebody in the comments will go, he's not 6'3", he's 6'2". Oh, sorry, I'm an inch off. What?
He called the push.
Oh, Haji getting too physical.
Conche holds it up with 7 seconds, had their 15 minutes.
Was that with that chick Susie or with Charisse? I want to know.
Angus does follow up and says he agrees that pop punk sucks. 7 seconds has been around for decades.
I stopped listening to punk in high school. I used to listen to crazy shit like the Butthole Surfers. And who are the guys who sung Fuck the USA, Fuck the USA, Fuck the USA, Fuck the USA? I can't remember what their name was.
Considered punk?
Who?
Butthole Surfers?
Kind of, yeah.
Their big song that made it the charts definitely wasn't punk.
Yeah, that's true. They were considered a punk band, I'm pretty sure.
Huh.
Black Flag. Those are some old school stuff. People know that stuff. Then they're old like me, probably. Or they've gone and done some research.
Third says, 1 inch difference. My wife.
1 inch. I hope it's an additional inch. Let's just put it that way. All right, Pulisic back to taking, which hopefully won't be a sucky corner. It's a little long, but it gets to the back where Reem was waiting for it. So that was planned. And that is play on.
Yep.
And Reem, what was that?
That was too much juice.
That was unreem-like.
Too much juice.
Got a little lead in those boots today, homie. Don't make me look stupid after praising you.
We proved you right, at least in one factor.
Nobody knew the name of that band that sung "Fuck the USA," huh?
Oh, maybe. I don't know. Let's see here. Minor Threat, The Exploited.
The Exploited.
Toy Dolls.
It's Exploited. It's Exploited. You know, no need not to go any further. It's
Second
Exploited.
East right afterwards.
Yes. I used to listen to that album like crazy. Would be my junior year. I was in Carlisle, Pennsylvania at the time.
What minute do you think they're gonna, slow us down and actually play the game? Right now, it's just been hectic. Chickens with their heads cut off.
I'd rather this than Dilly Dally Berhalter Ball, honestly.
Oh, I don't disagree with you on that, but there's a way of doing it where it's actually, works.
Nice switch of fields by Reyna, though. Look at that switch of fields. Mm-hmm. That's what we're looking for. That's like a level beyond what Adams can pull off back air, supporting the back two. In this case, the back four, back two, etc. Good interchange between Jedi and McKenny, who's come all the way over on this side to help out, to overload the left.
Almost got it through.
Almost a good through pass by Pulisic. Here's this. This is planned. That's the only reason Tim Ream would be sitting that far back.
Timbo Slice wants to know what your thoughts on Tom Petty is, Derek.
I respect Tom Petty, and I like their
R.I.P.
Yeah, R.I.P. I like this solo album the most, which is so odd, which is It's Good to Be King, I believe.
Yeah.
Really good album. But, I mean, you want to go
I thought
back
Reyna actually got hit and then a knock there, man. He went down and spun around and then got up in the ref.
My favorite Tom Petty written song would be You Got Lucky, Babe, When I Found You. Do, 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 do,
I don't know if
do.
that's a blight foul. I mean, that was a 50-50 slide in there, I thought.
Thought you were going to say, I don't know if that's a Tom Petty song. I'm like, yeah, it is.
Derek, I'll never actually second guess your music knowledge unless I for sure know you fucked up.
Love is hard to find. It's a good song. Really good song. First one I ever heard on MTV by Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers. Ended up being my favorite song through all their stuff because I'm not a big fan of like Let's Dance with Mary Jane. It's not a bad song. It just doesn't tickle my testicles.
Plus, it's one of the songs that just been played over and over and over.
Oh, they played that to death.
And again, you're right. I still like the song. Don't get me wrong.
I do too. I don't think it's a bad song. I think it's a little generic, like chord-wise, but this is a great pass. Oh no!
Just over the head.
It was just too hard, but great idea by Reyna.
Eating too much of that English breakfast, getting too many beans in it.
Yeah, he and Ream both. Reyna and Ream, too much liver and onions this morning for lunch this afternoon.
Speaking of liver, we're at a friend's house and everything, and my son's like, after I get done eating my tacos, can I have a popsicle? I'm like, Jackson, they only have the flavor of liver and tripe. And like 3 of the adults go, what's tripe?
Really?
It's a fish.
It's not, isn't it? It's intestines.
I thought tripe was fish. Oh,
Yeah,
I'm wrong. Fuck.
It's intestines. Tripe is intestines.
You're right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I was wrong. But I still look knowledgeable in front of them.
It's like
that's all that matters.
You can take tripe and turn them into chitlins.
Yeah. Nope. I learned something new today, guys.
Little southern info for folks out there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, you're not going to find a whole lot of people eating tripe and chitlins north of Tennessee. Actually, Tennessee's not going to find a lot of people there eating them either.
Yeah.
But you still can find them in the store here in Indiana. So people still do eat them.
Tripe sounds like it's related to haggis.
It's not far off. Yeah. No, it's not.
Jose Lopez says, fry that shit and make tacos.
The only problem about tripe is just the mental image of the fact that that's where the shit went through, right? Oh, Turner.
Hey.
Whew, okay, they didn't get all that.
Making sure the guy actually cleaned them out properly.
Yeah, makes me nervous. It's kind of like if you eat chicken livers, which I love chicken livers, but I always put them in milk overnight. Let them sit in the fridge because it gets rid of sort of that
nice ball, Jedi.
Foul tasting part of it. Reyna is like glue. The ball's like glue on his feet, but he's not good enough for this team.
Yep.
He's not good enough. He shouldn't be here. Be a tough decision for me to bring Gio, especially because of Greg's situation with him and Gio. He kind of has to bring him. I thought that was a foul up top.
Jose Reyes says tripe is big in Puerto Rico. He hates it though.
Yeah, it's got a very distinctive flavor. I've had it. I'm not sure I'm a huge fan. It's kind of like in the same realm with tripe and chitlings to me. It's kind of like it almost needs to sit in something else like a brine overnight to get the funkiness out of it. It has a funky. Liver has sort of this irony funkiness. And I can't eat beef liver because that is way too strong. But chicken liver, I love. I love chicken liver.
Pulisic is on the, or not Pulisic, but Reyna's on the back line, man.
I'm telling you, he's been dropping back quite a bit. Woo, Adams. In tight spaces there. But look at it. It's Reyna and Adams dropping back. It's McKennie playing kind of the 10. Look how high McKennie is compared to Reyna and Adams. Come on, Reem. Don't let him through. Good clearance. Adams saving the day there.
Mm-hmm. I mean, Richard's kind of tag team that.
So they're putting us under some pretty heavy pressure right now. And they got possession. They'll probably wheel this around to the other side and switch fields because there's nothing open on that side. Oh, they're going to go all the way back. I don't even think that was necessary. But what they're trying to do is create space between the lines because we were pretty tight there.
Yeah.
Things were pretty tight. So if they
Conche apparently worked in the slaughterhouse, and he said that tripe is actually the stomach wall of an animal. So it is very much related to haggis.
Okay.
Haggis is all cooked inside of a sheep's stomach, isn't it?
I think so. I mean, I'm not Scottish, but I don't know. I've never had haggis. I haven't had that.
John Weeks says Reyna's having a 10 out of 10 left back performance. Hey, he's up in the midfield now. But depends on the moment when it tickles his fancy.
But look, he and Adams are back there as the outlets. But look who's got double coverage. Not Adams.
Mm-hmm.
Reyna had double coverage there. And number 15's marking his ass, too. Okay. Nope, that was a bad pass by Dest. Go get it, Reyna. Yeah, baby. 50-50. Yeah. Oh, get it, Reem. Oh, shit. Just out of distance. Reach. Reem clips it back up into midfield.
If Terzic is watching this and seeing his defensive capabilities.
Nah, Terzic's a fucking moron.
Terzic's like, man, after this season's over, I won't have to worry about coaching that kid ever again.
He's too busy preparing for his dick surgery. To make it bigger. All right, Reem.
Move faster.
Inside.
I've been telling everybody, I've been questioning Adams.
Man, Pulisic dropped way back in the midfield there. Almost looking like a 10.
Fully pressuring, nice.
And this is a Mexico team that came out with some intent. People are talking like, oh, yeah, they're going to, if they were smart, they'd just drop back into a low block. Well, that may be so, might work, but they don't know how to play a low block.
That's not their shtick. I agree.
They have never played a low block. When they play Argentina, when they play Brazil, they don't play a low block.
Oh, nice cross with the left, man.
I don't think they would know how to do it if you asked them to do it. They'd be like, a low block?
Weston.
What is that?
I mean, it kind of works.
Oh, shit, yeah. Dest almost had something. Now he's got to get his ass back. McKenny's covering for him and fouling.
There's the yellow card.
Yeah, he's probably going to get AL. Yep, he did. So McKenny picks up the intentional yellow against who is now a good friend of most Americans on the team, Chucky Lozano. I hear that Pepe, Lozano, Dest, and Tillman are pretty close. Like they hang on out off the field. I think that's because he's closest to Pepe, and so he hangs out with Pepe, and they hang out with Pepe. Tillman does, and so does Dest. So they end up hanging out together. Apparently, Chucky's English is pretty good. Chucky. All right, so let's go back to possession ballness. Except, wow, Choa just said we're going to try to go deep.
We can't get second balls. That's
no, we're not winning any of the second balls. Greg's over there. Hey! He yelled something, not sure what. Looked like he said testicles. All right. Oh my goodness. That is
Haji took a knock.
That's just like one slip pass from being that's Haji down, yeah.
Haji took a knock, yeah.
Huh.
He did a good job on that play though, but man, he took a hit.
Well, at least
I agree with Jessica on this. McKinney's not on right now. He's not his McKinney self.
I know. He wasn't last game either. It's kind of reminiscent of the way he played in his last Juventus game before the break. I think I mentioned it on the show.
Yeah, you mentioned on the Jamaica game, yeah.
God, well, no, not Jamaica. His last game at Juventus.
Oh,
disappeared, yanked it in 63rd or something like that. Just he was like he wasn't playing. He was a ghost, and that's after having a fabulous season so far.
Robert Ott says much the same. He's been ghosting both games.
Yep. Well, and in some ways, so has Jedi.
Yeah, Jedi hasn't had a great game so far. That goes with his other one. But.
Yeah, and you're asking McKenny to play more of a 10 role. He's just not finding the open space. Here we go. Here's Jedi out wide. All right, throw in.
What? Oh, must have hit it. Must have deflected. Jedi wasn't throwing a fit or anything. Brian Collins says, "Why is Gio at a fullback almost?" We've been asking the same question.
He's not. He's playing almost like a co-6 with Adams.
It's like whenever Jedi goes up, he kind of cuts back.
Yeah, to offer himself as an outlet to Jedi, yes. But I don't think, that's just sort of a symptom of Greg's system and the triangles that they always create regardless. It's nice to create triangles. Triangles are good. Man, what the hell was that? Did your TV just freeze?
No. No, but I was laughing at the fact that the ball came by and they were both on the ground like that.
Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream.
Exactly, yeah.
Oh, my God. Big old long throw in by McKenny. Or was it McKenny? What the hell?
It was a long throw, I imagine. I don't think Jedi's got that arm.
He was humping him.
Yeah.
Come on. There's no humping in soccer.
Jose Lopez says his stream froze as well.
Yeah, it came right back, thank God. All right. Whoa. Richards tried a ream pass, switching fields. How did that work out to Jedi? As I said, only center back we got that can make the long cross field, switch field pass. Oh, but center backs don't need to do that, Derek. Center backs just need to play defense. Okay. Yeah, you know who you are. And unfortunately, he's not alone. This ref looks so familiar. So familiar. So what do you think about the Mexico kits?
Yeah, I'm not overly a huge fan of them either.
It looks like peacocks. A peacock thing. I'm a pretty peacock. I play soccer for the Mexican national team. Ow, that hurts us, Alvarez.
John says the refs say he's an MLS official. That's good that he's getting some work.
That's why he looks so familiar. He's American?
Maybe. No, he's Canadian. He's Drew Fisher.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, you can't have an American calling.
I feel like if you gave him some sunglasses, he could be the lead detective in a CSI knockoff. Dun dun. This guy is on ice.
This is the friendliest match between Mexico and the United States I've seen. Like, they're talking to each other. They're
probably on first name basis because they've played each other like 45 times in the last 2 years.
Well, not only that, you got Chucky playing with the PSV guys. Pulisic's played against most of these guys, as you say, for years.
Mm-hmm.
Ream, I'm sure, is pretty familiar with Alvarez on West Ham. So, yeah, there's a real familiarity, and it looks like mutual respect. I remember back in the old days, the Mexicans, they had zero respect for us. Zero. And I mean flat out zero respect.
It was an absolute dirty match whenever we played together.
There was like no mutual. Well, we kind of respected them.
We respected what could happen. Yeah.
Right. But they were like, USA, whatever. Like, we're the soccer kings here. You are shit on a stick. All right. So let's see if we can pass it out of our own end. Tim Ream pointing around, finds Jedi. See, Jedi playing left back, tries to find Reyna and finds Mexican players.
Did you fall behind on the timing? What minute are you at?
33:53.
Yeah, I'm at 58.
Ah, well, fuck. That's that little delay that happened.
All right, Derek, I'm going to go back and pause, and you pause. Okay. I'm at 34, 04, 05, 06, 7, 8, 9.
On time.
10. Okay. That was messed up, man.
Yeah, it was that little delay thing that happened where
I don't understand why the stream is so different from being played on the computer to being on TV.
And from TV to TV, apparently, too.
It's weird.
Yeah, it is. I guess it's how fast your broadband is or something.
Maybe. It's possible, but yours is the TV, so I guess you're still going through the internet. It's not like you're on cable or anything.
I also heard the slower your broadcast.
Are you on cable?
No.
You're on Paramount? Okay.
I'm on Paramount Plus. I heard the slower your broadcast, the longer your penis. All right. Haji with a nice one.
Offside.
Offsides again. Come on, Haji. At this point, you got to fix this. We can't keep having being offsides. That's 2 now.
I agree with Brian here. Gio shouldn't be deeper than Adams.
Obviously, he's been told to do it. What's wrong with the 2 of them being that deep is that
Adams is higher than both of them.
What? Oh, Adams and Reyna are both going back to get the ball.
I'm just saying at that moment.
Oh, I'm not talking about this moment. I'm talking about the whole game. McKennie's got the luxury of playing the 10 spot, and he's done 0 with it. Perhaps it's time to switch McKennie and Reyna. I don't know, but nice one by McKennie. Just as I shit on McKennie, he makes a good play. Come on, Weah.
Come on, Weah. Oh, just got under front. No.
Got stuck underneath his feet.
Well done, Jedi.
Nice pass by Ream to get this thing going again.
Man.
That's got to be brought down quicker than that.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was saying. That was an MLS trap.
yeah, it was. That was a Zardes trap.
Come on, Pulley. You got to do better than that.
Sorry, Jossie, if you're listening. Whereas my mom calls you Skunkhead. She could never remember your name. Oh, look, Skunk has the ball. Yes, my mom has an accent.
Jose Lopez is asking if they're playing on grass or turf. Yes, they're playing on grass rolled in on top of concrete.
Yeah.
So there's about 3 inches of it's about 3 inches of actual turf rolled in, and it's sitting on a slab of concrete,
Which is sitting on top of the turf, fake turf.
The fake turf got removed.
Oh, did it?
Yep.
They didn't want to. They didn't want to smash it with the concrete.
Pretty much, yeah. They removed the fake turf, and so it's just a flat concrete floor, and then they brought in 3 inches worth of turf.
You gotta love the cameraman only focusing on the U.S. fans, the minority.
Gotta find them scattered in the entire audience. Like there's one right over there.
The little pockets of
Yeah.
U.S. fans that are at the game. I mean, attendance has just been egregious. And then, U.S. soccer they have the fucking gall to wonder why. I wonder why no one likes to watch our team play anymore. Why do you think that is, guys?
Whoops.
How about you do a little research there? Yeah, he looked up. He shouldn't have looked up until he had possession. Oh my God. Wow.
Take it all the way, Dest. Go for it.
Wow, Dest. Well done, brother.
Uh-huh.
Except for the shot. It was a rocket.
It was just a little high.
And it was on his weaker foot.
True.
Hammered it with
It wasn't terribly high over. Yeah.
I mean, for a weaker foot. Although he's had to use that all season. Oh.
Maybe less than a foot.
It's a good try, man.
Yeah.
Way to go.
It's something. Outside of Pulisic's almost goal at the beginning of the game, and that's about all we've done. So
I know. All right.
I don't understand it. I mean, is this the players are just wiped from all their club performances, or what? But when they come and play for Berhalter, it's just not as good as you would expect.
Oh boy,
mistakes are made and everything.
Yeah, Dest almost just made one. Out of bounds, our throw in. Yeah, I mean, for the last game, I would boil that down actually to yes, poor play, but also system. Oh, an overbearing system. This game has looked a little freer, although it is quite obvious that Reyna has been asked to play and come back and play as a double six with Adams, which is just a little weird, frankly.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to see him further up the pitch, but there he is. Well, at least now he's a little in front of Adams, but he's been right in front of Jedi typically in a lot of these situations.
Jose Reyes for $5 says, "Are you guys on a smart TV? If so, that would make sense. Processor chips and Wi-Fi chips on TVs are slower than chips on a phone or a computer." US.
That would explain my TV.
Aren't you using a Fire Stick or a Roku?
Roku.
So I guess it's still the Wi-Fi chip. I guess is the problem. I guess in that sense. Whereas I'm on my computer, makes sense about the fifth time.
Should be.
Come on.
Should be pretty fast. I don't ever have like any real delays since I've moved here. Have I had one? I've had like a problem once where my Wi-Fi was slow.
Well, I mean, it's not that even the Wi-Fi is slow for you right now. It's just it's lagging behind the actual stream itself. Is what's happening.
Huh.
So.
Here, Reyna and Adams kicking the ball back and forth to each other like that. What is that?
What is that?
Reyna eventually got it out wide, but
P. Moore says he's at 40-40 on his YouTube. I'd probably be about the same, quite frankly, on my stream. But I had to pause to get on sync with Derek's nice fancy TV.
I'm at 440 right now. Oh shit! Go Reyna! Go Reyna! Go Reyna! Get that ball back. I think you might have fouled. Oh, don't even get like all pissed off about it. It's not like you got humped like Wright did.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like his
That's a foul. That's a foul. Calm down.
It's not like his pocket rocket was right on your asshole. Give me a break. Alvarez, come on, buddy. You know better. You've been hit harder than that in EPL. Okay. This has been, a pretty wild game. A lot of long bombs by Mexico. trying to hit us over the top. All right, what do we got coming here? Corner? Yep. Set piece. Here we go. The only problem with those Mexico uniforms, if you're at a distance, it just looks like a poop brown color. It all blends together into this poopy brown. Barf brown. Here it comes.
Well, that was a hell of a whip.
That was a rocket. Man, you just need to redirect that, Alvarez. I'm not sure you need to add anything.
Yeah.
It looked like you try to add some. Just get your noggin on it and redirect it. Well, here we go. Number 2. That's too low.
Yeah, it works.
Came off Reyna's ball sack.
Levertod mentioned that's how you take a corner, first corner at least.
First one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Somebody else going to take this throw in? Yes. Okay. They're going to try one of their long bombs. Okay. He's going to try to West it.
Like, who did you see that woman was like questioning whether or not she wanted to reach out?
Who?
When the Mexican was about to throw the ball in, he was like leaning up against the post, like the wall or whatever.
Yeah.
And there was a woman in the box that looked like she did like this, like she was like thinking about reaching out and touching his back or whatever.
Oh.
Then she thought better of it.
Is she a Mexican fan?
No, she had a U.S. jersey on.
Oh. Yeah,
I think she just wanted the ability to say, I touched a player on the pitch.
Should have grabbed him by the ears right as he's about to go forward. Just rip off his earlobes. Be some serious Monty Python horror. It's just a flesh wound.
It's just a flesh wound.
All right. Can we stop with this clown ball? Can we get the ball settled? Thank you. All right. We got Wes doing some mobile.
Woo!
Oh, my God. What
oh, my goodness.
Wow. Pick up your underwear, Mexico.
Whoa.
There are clothes.
That was a move and a half. Great.
There are clothes strewn all over the pitch.
Here comes. Ready? Oh, no, it's coming up now. Hold on.
Gets it to dust here.
Come on.
Juke.
Whoop, whoop, whoop. Oh, no, they missed it. They missed it. The camera missed it.
Second one, yeah. They only caught the second juke, which didn't work, but he earned us a corner. Which
all right, Ballistic. You watched that first corner kick. Now you know how to do it.
The ref came up and said, enough of this tomfoolery that you're doing here. Over, everybody. That was not that bad.
McKinney probably could have got up to it, but he was like sandwiched between like 3 different defenders. So
there's Weah making a move. Gets it over to McKinney. McKinney's everywhere.
Adams got the ball now, and Adams going to rip a shot.
Yeah!
Oh, my God! Nobody would have predicted it. Nobody would have said that was going to ever happen in his lifetime. That's like his third goal ever.
Adams!
Holy crap! Just before halftime. Oh my God!
Headed to Dos Cero? I don't know, but that was a bomb, baby.
He's like, Beef, I think you have a 42 shot point for me. I think that at least goes up to 45. Come on.
Michael Cameron was on the side. Did you see Michael Cameron?
Oh, I didn't see it. No.
Give him a low 5. Yeah, that was awesome.
Good Lord!
When we say Michael Cameron, we mean the turn in the background. I couldn't almost believe he was going to shoot this.
I saw him shooting.
I saw him lining it up. I'm like, is he really going to do this? Yes. Ugh. What a whopper.
God.
Bam! Well, that'll learn you. Can't leave Adams alone anymore from that spot.
Well, in fairness to Mexico, they probably thought it was the safest bet was to leave him alone. He never shoots the ball.
Yeah,
Lord.
What a shot by Tyler Adams. Let's see if he's limited to 45 minutes.
Oh, man, what a way. If that's the case, man, what a way to cap it off.
Yeah.
Just before halftime, man. Oh, my goodness.
Haji Wright, and that is the halftime. All right, guys. I mean, I thought that would warrant at least 2 minutes of extra time. They celebrated for like a minute on its own, and then what's-his-face laid on the pitch earlier in the half. That's at least 2 minutes of extra time. At least 3.
There you go. We got a $10 super chat for you, Derek.
Chad, that's your homeboy, right?
Yes.
Chad Curtis, $10. Thank you, doctor. GGG may be the best strategist I've ever seen. I know this is sarcasm already. U.S. soccer is not a plead for 2026 tickets, but they would be welcome.
But this is not a plead for tickets.
Okay.
Yeah, Chad and I have talked about going to one of the USA games during the World Cup.
Yeah. Paramount Plus on the air can manifest a vacuum on a donkey. Thanks, Chad. We appreciate it, brother. Thanks for hosting the World Cup earlier a couple years ago already. Been a couple years ago.
A year and a half ago, yeah.
I hope you enjoyed that bottle of Belgian beer I got you, because that's some of the best stuff out there. What did I get him? It wasn't Pyrat. It was something else.
I don't even know.
It was really expensive. It's like the best beer in the world, in my opinion. Anyhow, Milla Art for $2. Or would that be Milliard or Milliard? If you're French, Milliard. $2. We should ask Greg, what was the XG on that shot? Yeah, it's probably pretty low, but
very low. Yeah.
Not when you rocket it like that. I mean, this whole stats XG stuff. Like there was Mr. Stats guy out there who made the argument that Greg is the best manager we've ever had, ever. He's won more games against tiny, puny countries than any American team ever. It's like, dude, shove your stats up your ass. Laverdat says, dude, you guys got to get the game time figured out. People ruining it in the chat makes it hard to try and wait. I get it, man, but
I feel it, yeah.
I can't do it. I mean, it's like asking me to take a shit when I don't have to go. I can't do anything about it.
It would require Derek to get a computer that would be able to run the game, run it on Paramount Plus without bursting into flames,
or get an enema.
Yeah. So
either way.
Oh goodness, it was nuts. What a nutty way to end the half there.
It was nutty.
Hey, Derek. Hey, Derek. While we're waiting for the halftime show to kick on here, I wanted to cover a topic real quick.
Excellento.
It's gonna be this topic
transfer
right here.
Transfer news. Everybody loves that transfer news, but me.
I wasn't even prepared and ready for it. Look at that. It's not even up yet. Look, there it is now.
Short version. Liverpool have held talks with the representatives of Fulham and U.S. men's national team star left back Anthony Robinson and are prepared to pay the full $35 million asking price. No! Jedi, don't leave us.
Don't worry, Derek. He might not go to Liverpool. Instead, he might go to Chelsea.
No! Even worse. No! Stay at Fulham. You're a star there. It's my favorite team. Don't leave. God. Man, he's go to Liverpool and he's going to fight for time. They already got a really good back at Liverpool.
Yeah.
And, you know, they play. I know Trent doesn't play much defense, but he's locked up right back. And then the left back guy, he's come on since the injury of what's his face and done a pretty decent job outside of one game.
Yeah.
So I hope that doesn't happen.
We'll see.
Sorry. Money's money.
Yeah.
Money's going to talk in the end. He'll go wherever they pay. A shitload
Did you hear
of money.
That the organizations to be the FIFA or whatever people who make the offside rule worldwide have come up with a different regulation for it, kind of moving forward.
A different regulation for offsides?
Yeah, IFAB approved for the offside criteria. So, Derek, if you are like this, where you're the attacker and you're ahead of the defender, but your body part, there's a part of the defender that's ahead of your body part, you're considered onside. But if the defender's body part is completely behind you, then you're considered offside.
God, that's going to be really complicated. So if the body parts are intermeshed, it's onside.
Like his foot could be in front of the red foot, but as long as it's behind the knee, it would be considered onside still.
Well, they're just intermeshed.
Yeah.
So that's onsides now.
That'll be considered onside. Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy. It's going to help
One
people.
way to be offside is to be completely past the man.
Tim Reed needs to retire now before this rule happens. Because there's no way he's going to be able to keep up now.
So yeah, and this is the argument, right? It's a good change because the whole quote unquote elbow is offsides is BS. Your toe is slightly past the last man in defense, so therefore you're offside. A shoulder lean, I mean that's the thing. Some of those offside call I think were absolutely ridiculous.
I think it just should be your hips.
And the big problem is that it has to come down to the millisecond of when that ball leaves the guy's foot. And at that point, if they're just a fraction of a second off, the guy's toe could be or shoulder could be leaning forward. He might have been onside, technically speaking, until when they stop it.
Do hands count anymore?
Yeah. Well, not anymore. I mean, I guess maybe if you're like really leaning back with one arm and you're onside, I guess.
What about erections?
Some people don't have that problem, Derek.
Some people are giving up, a foot.
That shot is just
nice shot,
nuts, man. Oh crap! I forgot I'm on this. I can't show that.
No, we're getting hit for that.
Yeah.
I don't think you did it long enough. By the way, let me see. What was the? Oh, any idiot out there, including a journalist named Joe Lowry.
Oh yeah, I didn't pull it up.
Who says, but the player essentially says the players aren't good enough. Wake up. Wake the fuck up and quit covering for Berhalter. Like, I shouldn't have to walk around you and smell Greg's cock and balls on your breath. All right.
Well, I mean, and it's not on Greg on some aspects, and the fact that he put out a good starting 11.
No,
a lot of the players just didn't show up. Yes, I think all of us were active in saying that that's not the problem, quite frankly.
But why does this consistently happen under Berhalter? We don't show up a lot under Berhalter. Maybe
after
a while. Well, who was the famous quote? It wasn't D-Rec. I just put that up there as a joke. If a few players have a bad game, that's usually on the few players. If the whole team plays like shit, that's on the coach. You're not prepping them for the game. You're not getting them emotionally invested in it. You're not, maybe your system sucks. I'm not talking about just Greg, but any manager. If you can't get your team ready to play time and time again against Trinidad and Tobago twice, against, Jamaica a few days ago, that's on the manager. It's a bad manager. We can get into the technicalities and the tactics and the system and the patterns of play being completely, absolutely predictable to the point where I can call where the next pass is. I can in this game. This game's been nuts.
Well, no, that's where it falls on the coach in the end, right? Mm-hmm. It's not necessarily like, well, the coach put out the right players. The players just didn't show up. Well, maybe the issue is, and this is what some of the players have mentioned, like Scally had mentioned, Pepe had talked about it, but not quite in this frame. But if you're constantly thinking about your next move, you're going to make mistakes. You overhit passes. You don't make the runs early enough. Miss trap balls because you're thinking about, where's this person going to go? I've got to go and do this.
Right.
And that's the reason why when Alda had a comment about this, he goes, if I had a choice to pick a new manager, I'd pick one that wouldn't treat the national team as a club.
Right.
So
stop joysticking people. Soccer is not meant to be joysticked. Okay, not everyone's Pep. Okay, and even Pep, as we brought up with Jimmy, says, hey, in the final third, joysticks come off. And
we've got a 60-40 possession advantage, 4 shots, 2 on goal to their 1-1.
3 corners to their 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not going to say dominating the game because it sure didn't feel that way for times of the game, but we're playing way better. But it's a sloppy game on both sides. A lot of sloppiness.
Everybody, they all made that call. Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting to see Reyna dropping so far, so deep, and playing almost, like I said, like a double 6 with Adams and letting McKennie be the roamer. I would have suspected it would have been the other way around. Adams and McKennie being the two holding guys going back to get the ball. But Reyna's so good at distributing. And here they're pointing it out right now.
Yeah.
On screen. And
Hold on, let me hear him.
Let's see what. There's Ream. That's just no other center back we have can make that pass that Ream just did on the replay. Yeah, so he's dropping way deep. He's being like the playmaker. He's like the Pirlo. He's playing sort of a Pirlo role. How Pirlo used to be for Juventus. Look at him dropping back behind Ream.
Well, I think he was getting out of the way. He made the mistake going for it, but
there he knew he had to foul. Oh, that's why he's pissed. He got pushed at the end, Alvarez. He's like, yeah, whatever. I pushed.
Again, to our point earlier, because this is what the halftime show is talking about. Is that he's sitting so far back, and you got to put him higher up. You got to put him higher up. I'm like, yeah, but I mean, this looks and sounds like a Berhalter overall decision.
Yeah, this is not something Reyna's doing on his own.
It's unheard of for the most part.
He's doing it because he was told to go back and get the ball and be the ball creator, or get them out, maybe to pass through lines, find lanes, start the attack. Certainly, we've seen McKennie is fully capable of playing that sort of attacking role for Juventus this season. He's not doing it here.
Yeah.
I mean, not really. It's not been great for McKennie.
Yeah. I mean, I have to agree with some stuff that Marsh is saying right here, because he's like, it sounds like he's putting him in. He's talking about how he wants to see Pulisic out wide in more 1v1 situations. He wants to see McKennie back a little further. He wants to see Reyna up high. And all these player rotations where they're playing in positions that aren't necessarily their strengths is what he feels is wrong with Berhalter in this sense, not necessarily the player.
I get it, yeah. Can't criticize Reyna for what he's doing, because he's been
That's not
obvious.
A great side.
He's been told to do it.
Two of our attacking players have less touches than our goalkeeper. Pulisic barely has more than Turner.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know why McKennie's playing so high. I'd put McKennie back further, playing with Adams. They have great chemistry anyways. Let McKennie have a little bit of freedom to roam, but get Reyna up there.
It really shows a lack of trust in the two. If you play McKennie in the double pivot with Adams, I really feel like Greg doesn't feel like that either of those two on their own, Adams or McKennie, can get the ball to Reyna in a more advanced position. And to be fair to McKennie, Reyna has not been able to find McKennie either out of that playing.
They talked about that during the game, though. They mentioned how McKennie's just not finding the open pockets.
He's not. I mean, if he is, I haven't noticed him waving for the ball with his hands up, going, "I'm open, right here. Pass me the ball." Haven't seen that.
Real quick, Derek. Scorpion Larry for $2 says, "Send Ochoa to the glue factory."
Well, that implies that Ochoa is hung like a horse.
Or it's just a horse.
Or is a horse.
Maybe he's a horse that's hung like a man.
It's very dehumanizing, Scorpion Larry.
Jose Reyes for $5 says, I'm watching this with a devout Christian mom, and she yelled, "Fuck yes!"
Is she Catholic?
Well, it's a Christian, so that doesn't answer your question, I know, but it gives you an idea, at least, not right.
Well, Catholics are a little picky about language, a little more picky.
That's fair.
But that's not totally true. There are definitely Protestant branches.
We've all moved on. Yeah, we're not. It's not the 1900s anymore, Derek. Come on.
Right.
Jesse Negron for $2 says Marsh is calling out Gio playing left back. LOL. Yeah, I mean, we were talking about that too. We're like, it's not like he's like, he's not a left back. He's not getting the balls here and there. I don't know. It's just at that point, this is on Berhalter. This has got to be a system.
Oh no, it is the system. So if we could bring back up our chart that we had of the formations, I can explain it.
Hold up. I didn't think we were going to need it again.
Everybody, hold up. Yeah, no, we got time. We got time. We should explain why it looks like he's playing left back, but he's not. He's not. In Greg's system, there always has to be an outlet. That's part of Greg's system. Backwards. An outlet backwards. So that's why you're seeing that, because our left backs and our right backs push up so high in this case that the only outlet is, in this case, Reyna, who's playing the double pivot with Adams. So he switches over to that side of the field. Now, theoretically, McKennie should be over there, helping as another outlet.
Got to pull that up and do what you're saying.
Yeah. So it's that, Reyna?
It is this situation, yes. Because, I mean, this was how it was. When he makes his run up, Reyna's here.
Right, because Pulisic pinches in. Right. And McKennie.
Are they literally talking about this? Hold on. Oh, no, never mind. He's about to take off again. Looks like Cardoso's on.
And McKennie, who's playing the 10 role here, isn't really offering himself as an outlet.
He's holding hands with Pulisic, or maybe he's over here picking up a daisy.
So Reyna, as the 7 in this, has to be the back pass outlet in case he Jedi gets cornered. All right, so we've started. 45-08, 45-09, 45-10, 45-11, 45-12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20 if you want to sync with us. All right, here comes Mexico. Cardoso in for, was it Adams, I'm guessing?
I suspect so. I'm pulling up the...
Has to be. Adams.
It has to be.
Minutes restriction. Let's see what Cardoso can do.
Oh, I haven't updated this yet.
In this situation. They're always like 5 minutes behind. But they get it right. So all you folks out there using other sites that give you the formation and who's playing where, they're all wrong. The only place you're going to get it right at 5 minutes behind time is US Soccer Way. Soccer Way, look it up. Like Transfer Market, a very useful tool if you want to become a more informed fan.
What's Haji doing way back there? I was getting Soccer Way up and running. I didn't see what happened.
All right, long ball to Pulisic. That's never a good idea because he's 5'2". He's a freaking hobbit. No offense, Tack. All right, so that bounces off McKennie, and now we got Weah. He's going to get it backwards to Dest, who does another.
He's like, I want another highlight reel, bitches. Oh, way high, way high. Get down on that.
Up your boxers and briefs because they are on the pitch laying there. Holy Moses, Dest.
That's like he's got 2 and he's like, I just need a couple more. It'll be a great highlight reel for Instagram. Let's go.
Oh no, I hope he doesn't do that. Let other people do that, Dest. Tyler, not upset. I know he already knew that he had a time limit. We got McKennie out wide here, looking for Weah. Weah tries to cross it.
That was a nice idea.
It was try. Yeah, that was on. It was on. This is better. This is better. Amazing how useless Pulisic's been in this game, though. It's been like everybody but him so far, except for the early on where he almost scored. Not been a lot of Pulisic out there.
I don't know what is up. This entire window just hasn't been his.
Yeah. All right, Pulisic on the corner.
Short corners suck. Stop taking short corners.
I mean, they have a new coach they've hired for set pieces. I don't know if you heard that. So I'm sure they had something planned. Apparently, this guy's an expert.
Play it quicker.
All right. So, Haji. No, what's that? Weah? Yeah. Okay. It's not always going to work out. I like the effort. I like the thought.
Chris Carey goes, you have Gio on the pitch and they're taking short corners?
I mean, Gio should be taking the corners, period. Yeah. Reem is being his old wily self, getting it out to Jedi, who's been completely ineffective along with Pulisic so far. Pulisic almost gets a through ball to Haji. That was close. Haji just tried to smash through the Mexican defender. Sorry. You can't actually just move straight through him. Good job by Turner. Nice outlet to McKennie, who's back out on the right again.
Just seems off.
So
his motion is just not there. Something's funky.
He looked a little chunkier too.
Yeah, I was wondering that too.
Did you
I
see
mean, I know he
that?
had this whole shoulder thing, but maybe the shoulder issue. But
When he was in warm-ups, I was thinking, wow, he looks like he put on some weight. Not saying he has. I don't know. I'm sure I look like I put on weight every show we do, even though I lost 10 pounds. All right, out to Wea. Slams it.
Nice. Didn't even need half a step, man. You almost squeezed that in there.
Yep, Ochoa with a good save. Yeah, it was a rocket. Ochoa good to get down, get low, and just get it out of the way. Bam. Yeah. Good hands for an old guy. All right. Johnny's in the box. Who's taking this corner?
It's Pulisic again.
Again?
So do you think, because during that little interview that we talked about before the game?
Yeah.
So it's not bad. That was a pretty good corner, actually.
Yeah, not so bad this time.
Unlucky. Mike, I wonder if Berhalter had mentioned during that, he's like, yeah, sometimes we got to nurture him and get him ready and prepared for the EPL, stuff like that. I almost wonder if he's playing him further back. One, to think that maybe he can get a little bit more control coming out of the back, but two, to show Nuno that he can play a little further back.
Could be that.
That'd be stupid.
I think more than likely it's just because he's looking for good distribution out of the back.
It has to be. Because here's the thing. With Boris, there's no way he's going to come in as one of the 6 or the 8. He covers ground, but he doesn't run he doesn't cover in the sense that you'd want your 6 or 8 in the EPL to do.
He's doing not so bad today.
No, I don't think he's fine with covering ground. I'm saying that.
Yeah, he's been doing good. Okay, out to Wea, out wide, out to McKennie, out wider. They're doing their Juventus roles here together. Oh boy, somebody got chopped down there, but
that's got pushed.
Didn't look like a penalty. I'm not sure why Des went down from that.
You got a little bit of a nudge, but it was just shoulder to shoulder type of hit.
Yeah, now McKennie's going to have to come back and cover Des' spot, and he did get back there.
Oh, I thought it was way that. Oh, he is back. You're right.
And McKennie's got it to Des.
To the ball!
Go to the ball. He sat there and let Mexico go to the ball. Go to the ball, dude. Go to it. Don't wait for it. Come on, Des. You've been so good. You've made some real nice moves.
Yeah, it was just
hopefully he didn't hurt himself, but he did grab his leg. Did Des when he went down.
Yeah.
He seems to be fine, though.
Oh, change of camera angle.
I know.
Because what happened here?
I hate when they do that. It makes me feel dyslexic. All right. Good clearance by the U.S. I didn't see who got it. Ream, probably.
McKennie cleared it.
Okay. Throw in USA. Jamie Lozano seems to be planning something. Good move by Pulisic. Nice. All right, come on. Get it out. Yes. Hammer it. Too late now.
That's what I was thinking. Jesus, got a lot of people back behind the ball.
Yep. You can't wait that long. You got to make a quicker decision than that.
One touch out and then rip it.
Yep.
Yep. Nice look.
Oh, it was a good idea.
I thought he was going to have it, yeah.
Good idea by McKennie. He saw, what was that, Reyna?
It was Reyna,
there?
Yeah.
With the red shoes. McKennie's going to do one of his long bombs to Wright, and it goes to Ochoa. I think Wright could have given that a little bit more effort, but okay. Seemed like he's like, oh, you fucked up that throw. I'm not chasing that. With Balogun having a knock, I think we might see Pepe get the last 20. That'd be my guess. Okay, long clearance by Mexico, going straight at it. Good clearance by Richards, but not far enough. But, ooh, good move. Oh, Haji almost had that on the swivel. All right, Mexico's going to settle this, I think. Yeah. All right, they're going to play it around the horn. God, all the way back? Really? No, okay. Oh, that was a mistake. That was arrogant. Oh, shit. Get up.
The whistle.
That's got to be a foul just outside the box and a yellow card. And he gives a thumbs up. He knew he did it.
Yeah.
My bad, he says. That was stupid.
Yep.
I shouldn't have held on to it. What was I thinking? Pushed him in the ass, too, just to make sure he went down.
Was he trying to fake him out, or was just a miss hit?
Oh, yeah, that was a clobbering. That looked almost inside the box.
That was out. Good yard.
It was close. Foul was on Vasquez.
We had a good left-footed taker here. God, right for this. It's coming across the box. God, so do we not have anything? No, we don't.
Anybody? We don't, really. Oh, right in his chest.
And no.
I don't know why Reyna's not taking those. I just don't get it.
I would have given it to Dest.
Yeah. Dest or Reyna can make better crosses than this. You don't hit the wall. You don't hit the wall. The wall. He hit the wall on a cross from just outside the box with a loaded box of Americans. What a ridiculous set piece. Bad set piece. Good job by Weah to get it to McKenny. Oh, he got clipped. I didn't do nothing, says Gallardo. Yeah, you did. Come on now. Accept responsibility. Surely we're going to... Oh, God. Here we go. Pulisic. He's going to take another one. Let's see if he can get it over the first wall. I mean, seriously.
I mean, do you think in practice he's like lacing them into trash cans like 45 yards away? Just like, oh, man, his pinpoint accuracy.
I don't know. This one's good. Well, I mean, Reem almost got to that one.
Mm-hmm.
All right, that was better, but we're still 50-50 here, and it shouldn't be 50-50. It should be 80-20. 80% of your set pieces should be pretty damn good, not 50. 50% is way too low. And if we look at Pulisic over his career with the U.S. men's national team taking set pieces, he's really at more like 30% good. 30 bad, 70 bad, 30 good. He's getting better, but Jesus. Wow. That was a big deflection, too.
Mm-hmm.
And Chucky nearly had something there. I think this bounces off of Reyna.
Reyna went in on it.
Yeah, maybe it caught his heel. That's dangerous because it could cause direction change. I don't know why you're throwing it to Reem there. He's completely covered. Just hit it long, Richards. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, that was to Haji. Well, first touch, shitty. Got to bring that down, but way to stay with it. Wow, McKenny getting hammered. This is rugby.
Whoa, Berhalter, get off the pitch, man.
Oh, come on, Greg. Don't get involved.
Yeah, dude. You're lucky you're not getting carded there, man.
They were very respectful after harming him. They offered a hand. They offered to lift him up. It's respectful, at least. It wasn't like they took a shit on him after they fouled him, but that's a nasty-ass tackle.
Ooh, yeah.
That is nasty by Vasquez. That is a red freaking card.
Yeah.
Alvarez is lucky to still be on the pitch.
Yeah, those studs were up, man.
That was nasty. Okay, so back to kind of a crazy ball where possession seems to switch sides every 5 seconds. Nice pass by Pulisic. That's got to be a one-time, McKenny.
So it's funny. It's funny because during the halftime show, Jesse had mentioned how like Reyna's making passes that everybody else on the pitch can make. So why is he there? He should be more advanced rules, etc. And I agree with that aspect, but not everybody's completing those simple passes.
That's correct.
So, I mean,
you got to have somebody back there you trust to distribute. Now, could you trust Johnny? I think so. And that's why I think we're seeing Reyna playing a little bit further up this time, but not a lot, not demonstrably higher.
The touches, man.
Yeah, not just us either. Mexico's having a hard time with First touch.
You got a helium ball or something?
It's the pitch. By the way, I don't know how many people are here watching, but like and subscribe, share it with your grandma. We'd appreciate it.
Aye.
Ooh. Only Brett knows how many people are watching. I don't look.
Yeah, correct. 87 right now.
Okay.
Ooh, well in, way up. I said well in too. I thought that was fine.
Yeah, it's
Come
Sunday.
on.
It's kind of weird. It's a late Sunday night game.
Bacata was nice enough to share it with his stepsister.
Is she
Appreciate
hot?
that. Yeah. I mean, it's probably the second thing he shared with her.
There was theories that Placata and Larry were the same person.
Oh.
That was a theory. Set of theory. Oh, shit. Dest almost getting beat there. Just couldn't swivel his head around and find the ball.
Did he maybe touch that?
Almost cost him.
He did kind of get shoved in the back there.
Who's he yelling at? The ref?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that right there?
That's
He
a little
got
shove.
Shoved.
Yeah.
And then now they gave him a corner kick. Nobody touched it. Okay, they called it back.
Okay, they figured it out.
Yeah.
Mr. Oh, Canada figured it out.
Placata said, yes, she is. I lasted 7 seconds.
Doesn't that suck?
Hey, he still got it. That's all that matters.
Pleasure should last longer than 7 seconds.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be great to have the orgasms women do? Those last forever.
Infrequent.
But I think if that happened to men, they might have a stroke or something.
It's possible.
I mean, if it was that good and that long for men, all we would do all day is jerk off. We'd get nothing done.
Wow, it's actually a decent ball by Richards.
I think that's why God made us this way. All right, good switching fields. And back to Ream. Ream over to Richards. Richards looking for Dest. Going up a little far, but finds. What the hell was that? Cardoso, who kicks it out of bounds. My bad, he says.
Santiago 1314 says, Gio controlling the game from left defense. You guys need to get happy. This is an away game.
Now, all games in Dallas are an away game.
We are currently at 62. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6,
7, 8, 9,
62,
10. 62, 10, 62, 13. If you want to sync with us.
Oh! I'm behind.
If you want to sync with us. If you want to be my lover. What is that band?
The Spice Girls.
Is that Spice Girls?
You gotta get with my friends.
Okay, yeah. I love when Ali G had the Beckhams on. And what are those outfits called they wear in Japan?
Wow, that was nice.
Oh. Go! Gio!
I thought the chat was lying too. I didn't say it because I thought the chat was lying, but they said goal like 15 seconds ago. Oh, yes.
Well done, Gio.
Hello.
Okay.
Hello.
What's he doing? What's Greg doing? Oh,
he's showing everybody why he's here.
I mean, it really looked uncomfortable. I know you want to hug Reyna. He didn't really look like he wanted to be hugged by
Placata said he's tied his dad with 8 goals.
Okay, there's the cross.
That was wicked.
That's Dest. Nasty cross. Header comes straight to Gio one time.
Dest, that was Gio. Or that was Pulisic.
Bam! One time.
Stuck in near post.
No hesitation. 2-0. Bam! No hesitation. Okay, it's just like, are you fucking kidding me? God damn it. He laid down on his back. Okay. I don't know if I really want to see this embrace between Greg and Reyna because it looked really uncomfortable. Oh, look. Santi gets to come and play. Santi Jimenez, the superstar.
He was pissed off last game, man.
The guy
he walked back to the bench and he kicked it.
That guy, the Real Madrid's tracking, ogling, right? He's going to be Real Madrid's next signing.
And fast forward. Thanks for the 5, Chad.
Thanks, Chad. Still can't remember the beer I gave you. No, it was good. Golden Drock. That's what I got, Chad. Chad, I hope you enjoyed that Golden Drock because that's some good shit. I just want to know it gave you pleasure. That's all. Not that I really need to know about
Turner, Jesus.
Having pleasure. That's something you do in your own time, Chad. But every once in a while, when you provide a really nice gift, you're like, I hope they really enjoy this because this is a special brew, a special beer. All right. 2-0. Dos Cicero.
Is that Ballo? Looks like Ballo's coming in.
Is it?
Think so.
Man, Pepe getting the short end of the stick in this whole thing, huh?
I know.
Unless Pepe comes in and plays wing.
Well, and here's the thing, though. People were talking about this as well when they talked about Balogun coming in earlier in the half. Mexico's got to go in the attack now, and that could open up the lanes that Ballo will thrive in.
Right. I really don't think Balogun has a knock, people.
Here's Chris Gary for $5.
Hey, Chris. Love you, brother. $4.99. Gio should never play for the U.S. men's national team again for the actions of his parents. Farka has the haters. Farka, everyone who doubted him. Gio scores on your mom. Yes, he does. Remember when I posted that and everybody got all upset at me?
Yeah.
What do you mean he scores on your mom? Nobody hates Gio. Everybody thinks he should be on the U.S. men's national team. Wrong.
Yeah,
Idiots.
So Pepe always getting disrespected. It seems like it.
It does.
It really does seem like it.
I think he'll come on and play a little, either come on for Weah or Pulisic, is my guess, in the latter moments of this game. Just to give Pulisic, well.
Bobby Not Brown says for $1.99, $2 for Dos Cicero.
Cha-cha-cha. Oh, man, Jedi just got burned. But covered by who? Gio Reyna.
The player on the field that has no defensive capabilities
Can't
whatsoever.
play defense. Horrible defender. Not really good enough. Not good enough for Nottingham Forest, you know. He's
Chris
not good.
Says that if the game ends 2-0, he wins bingo.
How about that one moron I had an argument with on X that said he's not good enough to play for Nottingham Forest? I'm like, okay. And he said, that's a fact. I was like, that's really interesting because he already has played for Nottingham Forest. You dumbass. So it's not a fact. That's your opinion that he's not good enough to play. This guy didn't know the difference between an opinion and a fact. Unbelievable, stupid people are.
Chad for another $2 says it was pleasurable. Responding to you, Derek.
Did you let it rest in your mouth and get those apple notes, Chad? There's like a hint of apple and like a little butter, bubble gum sugars. So good. And plum and malt, like a chocolatey malt thing. All right. Go, Reyna. Go, Reyna. Is that? Yes, it's the Reynas. Is that his mom?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah.
She's aged a lot.
Well, it was a troubling time for everybody this last
year. Yeah, no shit.
Hello.
She's like, don't you hug my boy. Don't you hug him, Greg. You don't deserve him. You wife kicker. You girlfriend kicker. Keep your hands off my son. I'm calling Ernie. Oh, shit. He's at PSV now. All right. I thought Ernie was my friend. He turned me in. Oh, there's Gio. Oh, this is smooth as butter. This is like that apple butter you get at the Amish farms. That's how smooth that is. Oh, man. Jedi got ganked. There's a guy who's just not showed up much. Jedi. Who else just got ganked there? Reyna?
Reyna, yeah.
On a one-on-one.
Wow, that was a nice tumble.
Jedi's running a lot.
I'm kind of surprised at the goal. Maybe he just got. Yeah, maybe it was him. He trimmed his hair, man. He hasn't been the same since.
Bring back the kid and play style. You remember kid and play? Brett?
Sorry, what? I was laughing at Jimenez falling over like he was getting paid to do so.
You remember kid and play?
I don't remember now.
Look it up. Kid and then the letter N and then play. Kid and play.
Yep, there it is. Okay, I remember. I know now. Yes.
Oh, find a haircut.
They did the house party.
Correct. That was Jedi's old style.
It really was, wasn't it?
It wasn't as high, but it
exactly.
was
It wasn't as high. Yeah.
But it was getting there. It was in the realm of kid and play style.
Wow, kept that in nicely.
Man, Mexico look like they're getting desperate here at this point. At some point, you got to give Weah and Pulisic a rest. So I'm seeing Aronson coming in here soon.
Bring back the eraser head cut.
That too, yeah. It's kind of the same. Racer head haircut, same thing, yeah. Although I don't know if that's a fro technically, but kind of looks like one. All right. Dest one-on-one out here wide.
Yeah.
Okay. They're going to cross this.
Me up here.
Cleared out by Jedi, sort of. Headed back in by Mexico. Headed back forward by, I'm not sure who, Cardoso. And now it's just getting all scrambly like messy eggs. Uh-oh. Is this going to be a PK? Santi seems to have gotten nibbled in the box. Was it outside the box? Inside the box?
It was all inside the box. It's just whether or not there was actually a foul. They're going to VAR, but Jedi was all up on it immediately.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Wait, hold on. I got to see this now.
Does he kick him? That's a bad angle.
No, not at all. I don't even think he touches him.
I think, yeah.
I don't even think he touched him.
Is VAR gonna? He's basically saying this is zero chance. I kicked him. Zero. No.
Didn't touch him. Yeah. And
So
this is the second time Jimenez fell in the last 2 or 3 minutes. If he calls it back, then he's got to give him a yellow card for that.
yes, because that was simulation.
Absolutely. This is the second time he's dove.
That's like if I did this live on air, Brett.
Great camera angle right here.
Doesn't touch him.
Whiffs, completely whiffs.
You see this, Brett? Here?
Yep.
This is simulation. Just getting a yellow card for that.
Yeah. Look at that. That was a great angle right there, too.
Yep. This is coming back.
I love Jedi's like zero chance. Look at that. Didn't touch any.
Didn't touch him. Didn't even touch him. Oh, Canada, you better get this right. Pull out that yellow card and give Santi a yellow. Give Santi a yellow. Give Santi a yellow. Here it comes, Santi Jimenez. Here's your yellow card, bitch.
I thought I was going to take a PK, man.
You've got to be embarrassed to go down like that, dude. Santi, come on. Don't make me lose all respect for you. Don't have a lot to begin with. Your coach doesn't either.
It looked, in real time, it looked bad. I can understand why the PK was called. I'm just saying. They looked at that and they said, nope, no chance.
Yeah, he even went down like he got hit, though.
Jer Burke says, an actual good call at VAR and CONCACAF. Yeah, I bet you the EPL's watching that going like, God damn, if only we could do it that well.
Yeah, leave it to a Canadian ref to get it right. Or I don't know what the Canadian VAR team. Oh, boy.
Wonder if he's going to get another yellow card here soon.
Oh boy, this is a mess. This is a mess.
Thank you, Johnny. Appreciate that. Turner.
All right, pick it up. Okay. No need to get that dramatic.
Let's start milking it. Let's start milking it, guys. We got 20 minutes left. 15 minutes left.
Yeah, there's no need for that.
Dude, man, the ref for the Chicago New England game started carding for time wasting in like the 30th minute.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, it's the 30th minute. And yeah, a little excessive.
Well, one thing this tells me is Greg and his system works okay against teams that want to come at you. Okay? What it does not work against is anybody that plays a 5-4-1
Reyna
and plays a low block.
Lynn Reem, the diving chest. You didn't really see that play, right?
Yeah. Did you hear what I said?
Sorry, no. I was just constantly saying nice in. So, what's up?
Well, it's kind of important. The thing is that this is working, and it's working because Mexico are coming at us. They tried to play us. It was open and chaotic, and Greg's little thing works better. His little system thing works better in this sort of atmosphere.
When it's open, especially?
Yeah. But anybody that plays a low block against us, we're screwed. We're screwed.
Yeah.
And
it'll take something special if that were the case to beat a low block.
And it shouldn't be that hard. And you can't really even call this the system. There are things about it that are working like Greg's system, but it's not the tip. We haven't really kicked it around the horseshoe all game. That's Greg's usual spiel, and we haven't seen any horseshoe stuff.
Wrong way, Bello.
We haven't seen, kick it there, kick it backwards, kick it sideways, kick it backwards, kick it back to Reem. Here comes Chucky on the transitional counter, and he just misses his man.
He made that cross so they can finish it next week. Good Lord.
Yeah, it's a little hard.
Mm-hmm.
Got to do better, Chucky.
Kaiju Sports Club says time for Brendan to come on and chase.
Yep, this is about Brendan Aronson time.
Yep. You just chase him around the pitch. You're the Gnat. That was his nickname, right? People were like, yeah, he's the Gnat.
Yeah.
He's out there and he annoys you all.
In Germany,
constant pressure.
In Germany, they call him Der Mucke, the mosquito. Oh, what a pass back to Jedi! But
Jedi just ripped a shot, my man.
Yeah, he should have because no one was there. Where are you, Balogun? That's where you're supposed to be, buddy. Is finding a lane there for Jedi to pass into. I tell you what, Haji Wright's made a great case for himself this little window here.
Yeah, definitely be included moving forward. Yeah.
Listen, if the dude's got a knock, you don't play him at all. This is not a knock. This was an excuse for them to start Haji Wright. Let's be honest with ourselves. Let's all be honest. Honest. No knock.
Just come out and flat out say, hey, God.
Yep.
Strategically speaking, we're going to play a guy who's going to be more direct and physical. Maybe they didn't want that out because they didn't want Mexico to realize they're going to be playing more direct.
Well,
coming on.
Once the lineup's announced, you don't have to then also leak it to the press, which is what they did. That Balogun had a knock. Why do that? That's a lie, and they know it's a lie. All right, so Musa in for Reyna. It's a lie. If a guy has a knock that's so serious, you're not going to play him at all.
I don't know why McKinney's still in over Reyna. And I'm a big McKinney fan. I like McKinney, but he's just not himself today.
No, he's been absent.
Oh, well, you know what? Gio leaves the game before it gets too stupid chippy. Okay.
Yeah, he's probably got a time restriction too.
Yeah, 8-bit beat me to it. Good to get Gio rested.
Okay, that was a more friendly hug between the two. And, Gio did say the other day that they're way past it. Yeah. They're way past that now. I would like to see Greg and the Reynas get way past it and make up and be friends again, but that's probably a little much.
I don't foresee friendship kindling, but I could definitely see a public statement saying, "Hey, we talk to each other, we hash things out, but it's never going to be as it once was."
It never will be. You don't take a best friend relationship that's been going on for 30 years and ruin it completely and burn all bridges and then have it ever come back to what it was before. That trust is going to always be a little gone. It's like the first time your wife cheats on you.
The first time.
In
most instances, it's the only time she cheats on you, right?
Correct. It's probably more likely the other way around, actually. It's like when you cheat on your wife for the first time. She will never, ever trust you again. Not to say I ever did that. I did not do that. Unless you count spanking it as cheating.
Mm-hmm.
Never cheated on my wife.
Nope.
Just I'm a loyal person.
Well, my thought process and the whole thing is like, if you're gonna cheat, just end it. You know, whether you're in a relationship like boyfriend, girlfriend, fiance, whatever. Hell, marriage. If you're gonna cheat in a marriage, then just end the marriage. Something's not right there.
Destiny thinks you can have a whole kind of relationship, a cuck-based relationship. He's all into that. And
they're also divorced now.
Mm-hmm.
That didn't work out so well for him.
He's totally doesn't. He does.
I'm kind of impressed that you pulled up a Destiny reference, sir.
Well, I only bring it up because I watched him talk about monogamy and how he said it's so unrealistic.
Yeah,
it was Destiny's been getting in over his head a little bit lately. He's been doing so many debates. I'll give him credit for that. He debates everybody.
He had a recent post, and I don't know I don't know the context behind it, but there's a video of and I forgot the Twitch streamer or whatever he's on now, its name, but he was kissing his sister, like legit, like kissing.
Really?
And again, I don't know the context. Maybe it's not a sister. Maybe it's actually his girlfriend. Maybe it's a stepsister. I don't know. But Destiny had mentioned, like, yeah, that's just how brother and sisters kiss.
No, brothers and sisters do not kiss like that. Unless you're Jolie, right? Yeah. Remember her and her brother did like tongue kissing? That's just fucking Angelina Jolie.
Lopez for $5 says, to quote my current drunk uncle, this Mexican team has found their balls. Just need to find the talent. LOL.
Yeah, talent is just, this is the worst Mexican team in my lifetime. It really is. I'm not saying that. I am not a Mexico hater. I don't hate them. I don't hate the team. In fact, when the USA gets knocked out of whatever international tournament in the past, I root for all the CONCACAF teams in the World Cup.
Especially, sure. I want our federation to look like it's competent.
Exactly. I don't want people to laugh at our federation. Well, they're laughing now.
Like when Costa Rica had that nice long run in 14, I think it was.
Yeah, I was all for that.
Damn, you came out of the group with Uruguay and Italy and England. I think it was, no, it wasn't England. Was it England?
I don't know.
Yeah, it was that trio.
It was a group of death.
Yeah. Well, that was a killer. Yeah, and they came out.
And yeah, so I don't have like an inherent hatred of Mexico. I mean, I want to beat their ass when we play them. I would say it's a rivalry for me. It's not hate. It's a rivalry. I guess some people will think I need to be more passionate about that it needs to verge on hate. I don't think so. I think hate is a really serious word too. I know we call people haters nowadays.
I'm going to let you handle this name because I'm probably going to go very phonetic and probably butcher.
Winokay Gonzalez, VZ Caracas 19. Caracas is a city. Hey guys, I'm also watching tax streams at the same time you're watching us.
It's almost like we're like in the same stream chatting together, guys. If you do that,
I wonder if we talk more than they do. I've watched their streams before. They do sit quietly more often than we do.
Nathan John says, must be nice to host every tournament at home and never really get challenged yourself. I would love it if we played more of these things in Mexico or wherever, I would love to get more away games in some of these matches. But it's never going to happen because CONCACAF realizes that the money is in the United States.
This is not a home game.
No.
We are out. The crowd outnumbers American fans 10-1.
I do agree, John. I would love, or Nathan, sorry. I would love for us to play more games out. Money.
Yep. Money. Okay, over. Oh, look at Turner fall like he got shot by somebody in the crowd.
Let's know if we're going to be joining up 11 Yanks after the game. Tech always does that.
We weren't invited.
I've been invited, yeah.
We didn't ask to be invited.
That's the thing too. It's not like there's obviously nothing, no negative aspect behind that. They do their thing and they want to invite us.
We've been on their show after games before.
Yeah,
I have. I think you have too.
I've done a couple. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. They don't always invite us.
It's usually when one of them is out, like if Tax in Brazil doing something, or if Pete's working. So
in Chicago, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we love those guys. I mean, we just decided to go ahead and do our own thing on these live shows. We do it differently than they do. If you'd rather watch them, go watch them. We don't care. But if you like people who have a good time and drink a lot, watch the games, watch us and curse and talk about cocks and balls and boobs. Actually, we don't ever really talk about boobs. We don't really talk about boobs.
Yeah. So,
if we were going to talk about boobs, we could talk about our wives and ex.
Says the Mexican fans are already saying homophobic words. Here comes some chants.
They're going to ignore it because it's too close to the end.
David D says the chant has been going on all along or all half. That's what he says.
Can we just get to the point where this is never going to stop? We just know it's not. It's not going to stop. The P word is going to continue to happen.
I think they're talking. Mule is talking about it right now. I think.
Yeah, and Turner's looked back at the crowd like Jesus, and then they brought on. Oh, Turner fell on his ass. Nice move,
Musa. What happened there on the pitch?
Score! Somebody score!
Use your left foot, shoot it!
Oh, somebody needs to give Musa.
Allegan got ran over, man.
Musa needs to get an assist somehow.
Chad follows that up and says, "You're drinking? I love boobs."
If you met, well, obviously Chad's met your wife. He's never met my ex-wife, but if he likes boobs, he would have liked both of them.
Boobies.
Although I think your current wife outdoes my ex. Your current.
Oh, come on, Carlos. That would have been great.
Your current and forever wife. Is that better, Brett?
Yeah.
Okay. Is EB going to get mad at me if I don't say that?
Probably.
Is she going to get mad at me for talking about her boobs? I mean, I'm talking about my ex-wife's boobs. Hey,
you got some nice assets. You talk about it all the time, man. If I had like an 8-pack going on, I'd be showing that all the time.
You just be whipping out your.
I'll be doing this stream shirtless.
You'd be such a douche if you did the stream shirtless. I wouldn't want to do the show with you. I'm like, motherfucker, put a shirt on.
Did you see that play over there? Over there, it's a good play.
It's a good play, man. Look at these muscles, man. Look at these muscles.
God, this is so stupid, guys. Just. I didn't understand. Maybe the fans are upset. They're losing again. But
it's just so unoriginal at this point. It really is.
Yeah. But, I mean, I'm like, all this is doing is stretching it out because then they're going to have to wait.
Yeah.
Just end the fucking game. Let the clock run out and just say, "Hey, guys, you lost. Sorry."
And who are they calling a male homosexual whore anyhow? Their own team?
Maybe.
Because that's what that word means, I was told by a person of Mexican lineage.
Yeah, we had somebody in the chat did mention how there's multiple meanings for it. And we know people have told us that.
Yeah. male prostitute for other males. They're leaving the game. So that's fewer people to scream out the word P word.
They got their 15-minute wait. Lol.
This game is over. They're going to do it every time they're losing, folks. This is just going to go on endlessly.
I mean,
they don't care about what we think about their language.
You can't even punish the national team. You start finding it. I mean, do you think these fans really even care if the Mexican national team starts losing money, buckets of money?
No.
I don't think they're going to care.
I think they're just being critical of what they're seeing on the field. And I'd be my guess. They're basically deriding their own team here by chanting this word because he can't chant it at us because obviously we're kicking their ass. So we're not the P word. But, you know, yeah, I don't want to get into a debate about the P word. There are like certain words in all languages. All languages that are questionable in context if you translate them in the way into your own English language that are a lot worse than they might be in the language that they were originated in. That's like if I call you a pussy, I'm calling you a female vagina, right?
Yeah.
Is that offensive to pussies all over the world?
Could be.
It could be.
Nathan John says, I noticed nobody cared about the Honduras supporters throwing cups at the players. The game just kept going on and no one said a word. I hate it when people throw shit onto the field.
Well, they were hurting their own cause too, because that they said after the game that when the Honduras was down at the time and they needed every spare minute they could get to get back in that game, the ref, they announced after the game, the ref said, I didn't add any minutes for that cleaning that up because that was Honduras fans throwing that shit on the field.
It's dumb. It's dumb, guys. Don't do it. Just
hurting your own team. And I'm like that. I like that the refs came out and said, no, we didn't add any minutes for that because it was Honduras fans throwing the shit on the field, and I'm not giving them any extra time for something their own stupid ass fans did. And we need more of that. More of that, please.
8-Bit Rocket says, Gio, 100% taking THC gummy recovery on the bench.
They don't drug test these kids for that anymore, do they?
I don't know. I mean,
Seriously,
that'd be a little rough to be living and playing as a youth in Amsterdam or anywhere in Holland and have to worry about that for the national team.
I mean, when I was at the Hope Foundation, I used to get stoned with my CEO. All right? And we turned a small little company of 3 people into an $18 million company with 55 employees. And I mean, did we drug test? No, we never drug test. But I mean, there are lots of companies that do drug tests. I guess you don't want a guy driving a bulldozer if he's drunk. But I don't really see how driving a bulldozer if you're stoned is really going to be that bad, unless you're really ripping stoned.
Weinstein says the Dope Foundation.
The Dope Foundation, baby. He's still out there somewhere doing his thing.
Oh my goodness!
Wow, that was
Dest.
Dest got dested by Santi. A little bit too much commitment from Dest on that one. A little more conservative.
Broken Furnace says, take a toke of the hope.
I should take a toke right now, actually.
It's fucking 11 o'clock.
It's been a while.
Man, if Johnny had hit that anywhere else, goal.
What?
I was saying if Johnny had hit that anywhere, it would have been a goal.
I thought somebody told you we scored a goal.
No. They just showed a replay of Carlos almost having a goal.
Yeah.
Anywhere else.
That
was a good throw.
Be 3 goals, 3-0. That ruins the whole Dos Acero thing, though.
Yeah, and Chris Gary won't win the bingo.
There you go. Little Jenny Kush for everybody. I hope you could smell that through the smell-o-vision on the laptop.
Said it stinks of feet.
No, it doesn't. Weed does not smell like feet.
No, I'm joking.
Smells like Heineken.
Stinks like feet.
Actually, some of them have very distinct, different smells. Like Jenny Kush does smell a little bit different than some of the others. Some of them smell much stronger than others. It's probably the first hit I've taken in like
You're up, Des. Come on.
6 months.
It's the 95th minute. Even if there was an elbow there, just get up. All right, fair enough. Why not? Who cares?
Tillman on.
Yeah, Tillman and Aronson.
Aronson for who? Pulisic and Weah.
Yep.
Makes sense. Choa chucking it up there.
It doesn't matter who it is.
We got 1 minute left. The only guy who didn't get to play, Pepe.
McKenzie.
Well, I mean, of guys you thought would play or get a few minutes. I never thought McKenzie was going to play. Who?
Robinson.
Robinson got a whole game.
Greg likes him some Robinson.
Robinson got a whole game. It's more than he deserved. Should have been Reem Richards at the beginning. Not that Miles played worse than Richards last game. He didn't. Miles played better than Richards. And see, we don't.
They're calling the game, right? They're not. No.
Just 4 more seconds,
in
you
the game.
idiots.
Blow the whistle.
Just
who cares
4 more seconds, you moron. And the game would have been over, you idiot.
He went through 3 of the words. It was so loud. I'm like, oh, there's another one. There's another one. There's another one. All of a sudden, he blows it now. I'm just like, just call the game. That's what they're saying. Like,
yeah, it's 4 seconds left, dude. It's my bad.
What point? What point are they making? They're gonna make a point of this. What? Just. What do you think? Some of the fans there that did the chant, they go, "Oh, we shouldn't be doing that, guys."
All I can say is I've had several people who are Mexican American tell me in their culture, it doesn't mean the F word. It's not what it really means. It's not a slur. It's just basically saying someone's a male prostitute who has sex with men. And
it was being chanted for both goalkeepers at this point.
I mean, is this really worth it? Is this what we're gonna die? What hill we're gonna die on here?
All right, let's start it back up. It's a throw, guys.
Because it ain't stopping. It ain't gonna stop, and you're not really gonna do what you say you're gonna do. So why are we pretending?
Nathan Weaver says, just letting the Mexican players stew in the loss.
I guess, yeah. If they want to, whatever they want to chant, I guess. But as long as it isn't like overtly racist, and we're not, like, I don't know the direct translation. I'm not Mexican. I didn't grow up in that culture. So I don't know. It doesn't sound like a positive word. I'm sure a lot of bad shit is said in the crowd, actually.
Mexico hasn't created a lot since that familiar scoreline. They haven't really created much of anything.
Right. But I don't know how this fixes the problem, is what I'm saying.
Oh, I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
It doesn't. The only if you're really eager to stamp it out, you got to start adding consequences to it. But the problem at that point is, how are you going to differentiate between the fan bases doing it? I mean, hell, U.S. fans could easily do it and make it sound like it was Mexican fans doing it.
They could. Yeah. You could totally false flag that shit. All right. Well, good for us. That was a much better game. A very chaotic as hell game. That's for sure. Very chaotic. Greg's feeling good. I've never seen Greg this happy.
Well,
It's like
according to Brian McBride, this is his third Nations League win.
there's Michael Cameron just hug Greg. Did you see the turn in the background?
Oh,
Just hugging Greg. There he was.
Oh, I see him now. He actually shoved a guy off to hug Michael.
I know, crazy. He's like, get the hell off of me.
Do I want to watch? Do I want to watch Halo again? No, I didn't want to watch Halo to begin with.
Yeah. Oh fuck! I hate this. Shut up! I don't want to watch Halo.
Let's see, where are we at? Chad for $2 says, I feel safer now. Dos Acero is offensive.
This was the best game under Greg since he's come back. And it was a chaotic game. That's the crazy thing. I don't even know how to assess this game because our patterns of play, because the game was so chaotic, there really weren't any patterns of play. Like I couldn't tell you what was going to happen next in this game.
Well, and the big question is, because I gotta mute this because who needs to hear this right now? It's commercial. Is we're all sitting here going, why is Gio sitting so far back? Why is he sitting so far back? I mean, is it possible that having him and Adams sit there really just broke down Mexico's offensive capabilities?
Well, it also allowed more creativity from deeper line positions. In that case, that means you can chuck up a long ball out wide. You can play through lines. And you have to respect Reyna if you're Mexico. So I don't think they're worried about Adams making any passes out of the back, right?
No.
So, but it provides another avenue for creativity that's just going to come from a deeper place.
So for those who are wondering when I mentioned that this was Berhalter's third Nations League victory, we got this wonderful quote from Brian McBride.
Man, again, I love Brian McBride. All right, I do.
He looks like a shark here. Look, there's no white to his eyes until he's about to bite down, right?
Great player. Loved him. He played for Fulham, obviously, my team. Love it. Oh, Reyna.
What?
Reyna's about to be interviewed.
Sorry.
But listen, you can't walk around making these kind of comments when we know you're biased, because it's just going to make you look like you got, your breath is going to smell like you've been sucking Greg's fucking nutsack all week, his sweaty nutsack. Like when you talk to me, I don't want to smell the whiff of Greg's sweaty ball sack.
Yeah.
Coming out of your mouth.
Yeah. Well,
I mean,
Derek, make no mistake. Even though BJ was in charge, Greg and BJ are very tight. I'm sure there were ideas of Berhalter's being talked about.
Okay, yeah, that's so distant and like I'm sure there were ideas. But in the end, the way BJ played was quite starkly different than Greg had ever played. Mm-hmm. The fact that we played Adams and Reyna as part of a double pivot tonight for quite a bit of the game. That's a BJ thing, double pivot. Greg, it never really is a double pivot on a regular basis until after he came back and after he watched Hudson and BJ do it. Listen, I'm happy we won.
Mm-hmm.
I'm happy for Greg. Listen, if Greg can somehow evolve into something positive and good for this team, I'll back him. I'll say nice things about him. But he's got to make that happen. We got one game.
Yeah.
Right? So one good game since he's come back to go off of. We need more good games like this. The real fact of the matter of all of this is the worst Mexico team I have ever seen in my lifetime. In 35 years, 40 years of watching USA versus Mexico. Mm-hmm. This is by far the worst Mexican team and by far the best amount of talent the United States has ever had on one team. So
Chad Curtis says, Brett, are you giving Greg credit for strategy? Not sure we can be friends anymore.
Listen, it's an interesting choice to have. Let's see what Reyna has to say here.
Is he actually on? Because I've got Jesse in my ear right now.
No, he's on.
Okay, there we go.
He needs to stop itching himself.
All I'm seeing is this now.
Yeah. He'll stop eventually.
Yeah. The fucking attitude on this bitch, right? When I said bitch, I mean Gio, by the way.
I mean, they're blasé questions.
I know. I'm joking because I mean he's got a smile from ear to ear. He's giving props to the players and stuff like that. So I mean it's just you always hear from the naysayers like he's got attitude problems.
She should ask him, what do you think about all those people that said you're not good enough to be on this team because you don't play for Nottingham Forest? What do you think about that, Gio? I'd like her to ask that one.
Yeah.
No, I mean, not really, but I would love them to flash the double bird. Go, hey, all you people that thought I should never play for the U.S. men's national team again, suck it, double bird. Go celebrate. You can drink now.
Sherberg says, whoa, Gio just said we might even lift the trophy about Copa.
Yeah, I mean, why not say it?
Oh, it's possible. I mean, you don't want to go in next. You don't want to go into Copa going like, God, we're going to get lit the fuck up.
We're definitely losing to Bolivia. Definitely. But that's why we got to soak this one in because, we're going to lose to Bolivia. And then we're going to lose to Uruguay. And then we're probably going to lose to whatever that other team is in the group. So we're going to go out 0-3. So we got to lap this one up. It's going to be bad. It's going to be bad. Okay, now Tyler gets an interview. This is going to be extra standard because that's what Tyler does.
Davies brought up an interesting point here now. He's talking about how, with Gio, sometimes it's more about the team than it is about you in the sense that he's being asked to do some of the dirty work instead of just the creative offensive work instead. So,
yeah. I mean,
it's good. It's good for Gio to step up and play his game the way he could.
We all knew he could do this.
Yeah.
We all knew. Well, those of us who don't have our heads jammed so far up our rectums that we can sniff our freaking stomachs always knew this is what Gio's been capable of. Always.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, call stands, I guess.
God, that shot is just crazy.
It's a great shot by Adams.
I like how the Mexican defender is literally parallel to the ground trying to get in front of that too.
Yeah. I mean, I hope this gives him confidence to rip one later on too. How hard did you push Greg to stay in after halftime?
There you are. Nice.
I understand we have to be smart for the long-term plan. It's not just to play minutes now, it's to play for Copa America, another World Cup, and so on. So I still have a long career ahead of me. I want to be smart in what I'm doing. But it was a tough discussion. Yeah, I'm sure it was a tough discussion, but he knew. He knew he had to come out.
Chris Gary says, stop these interviews. Do the trophy celebration so I can go to bed. I feel you, man. It's 11:30 almost?
I know. We'll do what till 11:30, and then we got to go. Because Brett's got to go get his beauty sleep.
Yep.
He's still young enough for that to make a difference. Not me.
We're getting the bags and otherwise, man. Yeah.
I'm just
start sleeping with cucumbers on my eyes and all sorts of stuff.
Yeah. Nothing I can do can help me regenerate what I've lost. So I don't even worry about that shit. I'm old now.
Whoa, don't touch your lower back like that, man. You're going to get me too.
Somebody, by the way, said, Derek, this is in the chat. Derek, you're only 52. Fuck you, man. Don't be mean, motherfucker. That was on Pete's show that I was watching today in the chat.
Yeah.
They're like, Derek, you're only 52. Fuck off, man. Don't be mean. Don't be mean. This is what 52 looks like. Honestly, just I could color my beard brown, make me look a little bit younger, but why fake it? Yeah, we're not really getting much out of this.
What instantly ruins steak for you?
Any of those crappy ass sauces.
I told Soccer Dad and Callie, like, I'm sad that I can only like this once.
Yeah.
Steak sauce absolutely ruins a good steak.
Wow, that's a calamity. And they use a different type of steak sauce in England that's just as gross, just as disgusting. Like, I think it was kind of funny because when my brother and I were, my brother came to visit my parents, we went into the fridge, and what's the steak sauce? A1?
A1, yeah.
Nobody's used it for so we pulled it out. We looked at the bottle of A1. There was maybe 2 drips used. The bottle was 7 years old. We're like, Mom, why do you have this? She's like, I don't know.
Just in case company comes.
I was like,
I know that's not how she sounds, of course. But here's Chris Carey's bingo card. He is the winner for tonight because nobody else let me know otherwise. He had BJ. He was included.
Did we mention Lawless?
Lawless might have been on the stream, live stream, I guess. Maybe.
I don't remember mentioning Lawless tonight.
Oh, Chris, you might have to back that up if you're still awake, man. I don't know if Lawless was there.
Yeah, I don't think I mentioned Lawless at all tonight.
Did I?
Let me see.
He said a few times you mentioned Lawless.
I did?
Wow.
Do I have Tourette syndrome? Lawless!
Lawless! Midnight Man for $1.99 says Dortmund praised Gio on Twitter. The audacity.
Yeah, Midnight Man, when is your country album coming out? I'm the Midnight Man. Remember? We were talking about you putting out an album with that name. I'm the Midnight Man. Got to put out an album with that. Balls, we definitely discussed. BJ's, yes. Stepsister.
Gio Cero. The United States national team ever again. I think he brought that up in a super chat or something.
Herpes never came up. That's true. I didn't say cunt tonight.
Any Greg tactics? Let's accept pieces. You could have had that one.
Fans throw shit on the field. We did talk about that.
Yeah, we did. We talked about that one too. Maybe you already had the bingo.
Maybe so. I did not go even flow all around like butterflies. Didn't
Greg does the bounce pass. Derek even the bounce pass.
Yeah, didn't mention the bounce.
No red card in the game. That's a rough one. Although could have been, you might have been hedging your bets on that one, thinking you might get that.
Yeah, we didn't do jizz tonight at all.
Midnight. Again for $1.99. When's USMNT team going to win a World Cup? Derek doesn't suspect it's going to be his lifetime.
Nah, that's too hard to do, even if you're France or Brazil or Germany or England or Italy or teams that have won it before. Uruguay hasn't won one for 80 years? So, I mean, listen, it's just a really hard thing to do. Even if you have a really good team like Spain, it's just really difficult to win a World Cup, period, because you're just going to have a bad game somewhere along the line, and you're going out to either a team that isn't as good as you are or is better than you or is equal to you. So even if we get to the point where, we got testicles the size as everybody else does, that doesn't mean that someone isn't going to rack us and send us to the ambulance.
Yeah.
There are 4 people you can trust in U.S. men's national team journalism. Yeah, that's sort of a limiting number by Mr. Freedom Soccer there. Okay, maybe you don't watch our show, and that's fine. But I agree with all his picks.
You know the best part about these, because there's a couple of them that posted something similar to this, and of course, Tack and Pete are always up there. And I think Tactipede even got included on the ones you can trust that are independent type thing.
Yeah.
But what I like most about both those threads is the number of people who come to our side.
I do like that when they're like, hey, I throw in the straight right card. They throw a combo of truth and astounding comedic wording.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we're not everybody's cup of tea. But I mean, because we don't take this like so seriously that we're gonna have a heart attack. But I mean, yeah, I'm glad. Thank you for all of you that stick up for us and give us credit for what we do, because quite frankly, and I'll be honest, we break a lot of shit on this show. And I hope people down the line are realizing that we're breaking shit. Like we broke the Brooks thing a long time ago, 2 years ago. We told you all about. I mean, I'm not going to go down the litany of lists or whatever, because that's ridiculous. But we do break a lot of stuff on this show. So I hope you keep watching, because, you know, that puts you out in front of the narratives that the mainstream media are shoving down your freaking throat constantly. And it's we're here to stop that from happening as soon as possible. Yeah. As soon as possible. Now, Pete's broken some stuff. Tack's broken stuff too. So I'm not saying they don't break information too, because Tack's got all these connections with Cardoso and the players. So he knows a lot of stuff there as well. So he's going to break some stuff too. And then Pete's got these new contacts at US Soccer who are just feeding him from inside US Soccer.
Do you think Mexico's loving their collection of silver medals?
No, they're hating this. I'm surprised that Quinones didn't play. Quinones. It rhymes with cojones. Quinones. I'm surprised he didn't play tonight. Did he play? Did I miss it? I don't remember him playing. He played in the first game. He was pretty good.
Jimenez's face was lovely there.
Yeah, none of these guys are happy about this at all. They're just dealing with it. Chucky looks all right. He's like, yeah,
What's
his
whatever. Jersey all littered with green? The goalkeeper had his blue jersey on it. It just had so much grass stain on it.
Got Scally and Reyna hanging out together. No surprise. They're best friends. Even flow.
Here's a silver soccer ball there.
Here's your.
You think that thing's made out of pure silver?
No. No, I don't.
Of course not.
Here's your trophy. Here's your trophy. Or what do you call that?
Wolf says Derek was injured.
Who was injured?
The guy you were talking about, Cones or whatever.
Quiones?
Yeah, this guy.
Quiones Debonis? Cojones? Yeah.
Said he had a knock in the cojones. Yeah.
Hey, Balogun had a knock. He played tonight.
Yeah, man up.
But he didn't really have a knock. Just telling you. He didn't really have one.
I think that was the overall plan. He wanted to throw out Haji out there, and Mexico would sit there and go, dude, the U.S. aren't changing. Greg doesn't change how he plays the game.
Yeah, Cardoso's got to do something with that mustache. It's got to fill in a bit more. It's got to be more fluffier. I'm not saying he needs to go total fluff or Tom Selleck on it, but it needs a little more girth on that mustache. If you're going to grow one, if you're going to grow a mustache, it's got to have a little bit more Neanderthal.
I don't know, is it? Oh, no. You dropped the ball. Come on. Oh, Malik's like, mother, give me a new one.
Calendar going through the line there. Mackenzie. Hey, Hispanic Americans who are U.S. supporters. I love that. I love that. Love it.
Yeah.
Love it. Second generation, third generation, first generation. Love it. We have the ability to win over at least some people who've come to this country to do the best they can for their lives. And hopefully they feel like, I hope they feel embraced, but I am glad they were embracing us or embracing this team.
Logan Hill says the mustache is on point. Don't hate.
Oh, I don't hate it. I just think it needs to have more girth. More girth. I love it that he's trying. I'm giving him total props for trying to pop the mustache.
Our CBs proved themselves today. Richards had some real nice passes. He had a couple of them that were really nice. Some of them he overcooked a little bit, but the idea was at least there.
Yeah,
I don't think Mexico really challenged us all that much.
Yeah, they did a good job. Generally, I don't have any complaints. Really don't.
Chat's continuing even flow for you.
Thoughts arrive like butterfluid. Yeah, I mean, I really didn't even know.
Is that a mace? What is that?
A mace?
It just looks like a mace. Oh. It looks like a medieval weapon used to clobber people in the head with, you know?
The trophy. He's holding it right where his cock is. All right, lift it. There we go. Am I ahead of you or behind you?
I'm watching it. They're about to kick. They're about to do it now.
He's lifting it. He's already lifted it for 10 seconds.
Oh, no,
already.
I'm not there yet.
Yeah. No bother in pausing at this point.
No, I don't care. I'm trying to see if I can get a clear photo of them.
Too bad there's like 10 people in the crowd left. Adams grabbed it. He's dancing. He's hopping up and down with the mace. Oh, McKenny doesn't want to do it, so he's handing it to Weah. Weah's putting it down in his cock and ball region, and he's doing a little dance. Now he lifts it.
What's up with the camera behind him? That makes no sense.
Yeah, not sure. I mean, unless you like ass shots. Who else is lifting it? McKenny doesn't really want to dance around with it.
Thimbo Slice wants another even flow, Derek.
Even flow. There you go. Run around like butter glue, or whatever your friend said.
Butter flube.
Butter flube. Yeah.
All right. Well,
we don't know. All right.
Less concerned that match, oddly enough, against a more superior talent, or usually, generally speaking, a more superior talent.
Well, you mean like 5-10 years ago?
Yeah, that's what I said generally.
Yeah, not anymore. That ship has sailed. This, the most incompetent Mexican team I've ever seen. In all my 35 years watching the Mexican national team. So, that doesn't take away the fact that we beat them soundly, because we did. We had
3-0.
He had more possession and all the stats that Greg likes to, toddle out there for us to observe.
But you know what? Mexico came back with the possession. It was almost a 50-50 possession.
Yeah, because we kind of shelled it up there in the last 30.
Actually, the stats as a whole, outside of our passing accuracy, oddly enough, was better. But as a whole, we basically had the same freaking stats. I mean, some minor differences, but
shots on target?
No. Okay, that's the only one.
I would say that we had more of those.
Yeah, we had 6 shots on target to their 2. That's the only one I can see different. Really different.
Yeah. Much better opportunities, too. Although the Adams bomb was...
yeah. Leverett mentioned how we beat the English U19s today, 3-2. And that Bundesliga kid with Dortmund, what's his face? Do you remember?
Max Dietz.
No, with Dortmund.
Oh, his name is really normal, although he can play for Iceland. Campbell?
Yes, Campbell, the one-time switch kid, yeah.
Yeah.
Apparently he partook in some of those goals.
Oh, good for him.
Yeah.
Now he needs to partake in playing for Dortmund too, instead of the U19 squad. Like, you're almost 21, right? Almost 20 years old. Got to go play for Dortmund. Got to go play for Dortmund too now. Or else, I mean, shit. At 18 and 17 and 16 for Pulisic, 18 for Reyna. You're 20? And you're not you're playing for the U21s instead of the Dortmund 2 team. You got to play for the Dortmund 2 team. I'm not denigrating him. I'm just saying that doesn't sound like a future superstar to me.
Well, geez, how often do we really produce players like Pulisic and Reyna on a consistent basis?
Well, if you want to play for the
if
you want to play for the U.S. men's national team going forward in a forward advanced position going forward, you're going to have to be somewhat close to a phenom or a superstar. That's all I'm saying.
But I mean, in fairness, though, because he's listed as a striker, we were talking about how he's been playing more on the wing because that brings up the whole Pulisic topic. We're sitting here going, well, after Pulisic and after Weah,
you got Sargent.
We're looking at strikers playing wings. Yeah.
Sargent and Haji can both play out wide.
Yeah. So and Haji's not a spring chicken. How old is he at this point? He's like he's no older than everybody else. Actually, I think
no,
he's about the same age as Pulisic. Actually,
he's the same age. Yep,
they all played together. Yeah.
Yep. 24, 25.
25 at this point. Yeah.
Somewhere around there. So but Haji was considered a phenom in his younger years, though.
Well, I was going to say he's been around forever.
He went to Schalke and actually at the age of 18 got one game or two with Schalke's big boy team after playing immediately as a teenager with the 2 team at Schalke. This kid we're talking about right now, Campbell, doesn't even play for the 2 team at Dortmund. He plays for the youth squad and he's nearly 20 years old, excuse me. Just saying, doesn't sound like a phenom to me.
Well, jumping back to Haji, we don't need to nail this too long. I've already been on for almost 3 hours. Haji, especially in his youth, we talked about the youth phenoms. In his youth, he was literally a head and a half taller than everybody above him. He played against with the youth national teams.
Just so he size.
Well, initially that's what he looked like. He was an absolute baller at his youth level, which he was because of his size. Definitely helped. Now, of course, that's not taking anything away from him as a player. He's still a very talented guy. He's played for a number of teams and done well, especially the goal position. But
he was considered enough of a phenom by Schalke at the time, who were in the Bundesliga, to play him a couple games and get him regular minutes in Schalke too.
So is Matthew Hoppe. What's your point?
Well, I'm just saying Matt Campbell can't even do either of those. He can't. He's not playing for Dortmund too.
Yeah, but I'll say the obvious here. But Schalke's also borderline going into third Bundesliga.
Not at that time.
At this point. Sure, I agree. I'm just saying Matthew Hoppe was the same way too. Let's see where Matthew Hoppe's at today.
Well, things can go all kinds of different directions. I'm just saying it's not real promising when you're still playing for the youth team.
Okay, well, hey, everybody's correcting us on the age here.
He's 17?
17, 18 area.
Okay.
A lot of people are saying that.
18, 19, whatever. Yeah, I get it. Maybe 2 years will make a difference. But if he's a phenom, I think he would be like Haji, like McKennie, like Pulisic. So
he turned 18 February 20th.
Like Reyna, I think he would be playing for the 2 team at the least right now, not the youth team. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying he won't blossom. He could blossom. I'm just not ready to get all excited about this kid and whip out the KY and start splashing my screen with Campbell juice all over the place. Just not ready to do it. No, I can't.
You're lucky. He literally turned 18 like a month ago.
I cannot get that invested in a youth player like that. I can't. I've learned my lesson. Don't do it, Derek. I've learned my lesson. When I got really personally involved and excited about Zelalem, taught me a lesson. And so now, and Zelalem was playing, friendlies for Arsenal and Arsenal 2 team at the age of 17 and 18 years old. 16 is when he started. So, okay, that was pretty exciting to me. And then I saw him play and I thought, this kid is swift. He's smooth. He's a smooth, creamy player. And he just got injured, and never came back.
Work on some of those descriptors when you're talking about 17 and 18-year-old kids.
And now he's playing in the 2nd division in Holland. He couldn't even cut it in MLS. Zelalem. So I'm just saying, I'm not trying to denigrate Campbell.
Later too, though.
I wish Campbell the best. I hope he turns into the next Erling Haaland. Okay, but right now I'm not getting too excited about some kid who just scored some goals in some youth tournament.
Let's explain it, because Nathaniel is asking, why is Derek going so hard on him? He's not going hard on him. He's just explaining how he's not busting a nut for a recently turned 18-year-old kid yet?
I've been taught a lesson, Nathan. I got taught a lesson more than once, actually. But the last time I was taught a lesson about not getting too hyped up about any player was Zelalem. That one killed me. And then I told myself I will never get that excited about a youth player again until they do what Pulisic did, or they do what Reyna did, and that's start playing for the big boy team and getting regular minutes, or what McKennie did at Schalke. That's when I'll start paying attention. And even Hoppy, to some degree, it's been really disappointing for both Brett and I. For me, especially for personal reasons. But yeah, it's hurt to see that fall apart. And I did allow myself, and I've said it on the show, I've been biased. I've been pro-Hoppy for reasons that I won't get into here. And I really was hoping he would succeed, and both of us thought he would. And it's just not gone that way. So I let it happen to me again. I got personally connected with a player, personally connected with the family, and it clouded my judgment about who Matthew Hoppy is. Maybe I don't even know what he is anymore because it's been so long since he's been relevant. So that's all I'm saying. I am not pooping on Campbell. I hope Campbell becomes a great player. I really do. But I am not breaking out any lubricants anymore for any youth player until they prove it. They got to prove it. And playing on a youth team, not the 2 team, at Dortmund doesn't prove jack squat. You know how many players, American players, have gone through youth systems in Germany over the last 10 years? Almost 300. How many of them worked out? Maybe
299.
2%. 2%. And most of them came back with their legs, their tail tucked between their legs, and went and played in USL. So seriously, that's all I'm saying. I'm just warning people, don't get overexcited. That's all. Cynic. I used to be an optimist. No, I wasn't. No, I've never.
The immortal words of Derek, don't break out the lube for youth kids. So
don't break out the lube. Exactly. Keep it in your pants. Keep it in your pants. Don't break out the lube.
All right. On that note.
All right. Yes.
Let's call it a night.
Now, yeah, we're going to call it a night. Make sure you like, subscribe, share with your grandma. And there is always one great time to break out the lube. And that's when your hot ass stepsister comes over to visit. All bets are off. Break the lube out. Do what you need to do. It's not illegal. It's not incest. We said it before. No stigma. Don't let your family stigmatize you. If you guys love each other, you go for it. You watch a little movie. You do the do. All right? And until next time, we'll be back on Monday. We're on Monday? That's tomorrow. Yeah. Oh, we're idiots. All right. We'll be back tomorrow. We'll see you then. Good night.
That hurt.
Then what is this thing?
Gio should never play for U.S. men's national team again because of the action of his parents.
What an idiot! Oh!
What type of Muppet does this?
It's Muppets. Absolute Muppets.
I'm not going to be the best person to give a whole explanation here, but that's...